Greetings, brothers and sisters, and a very warm welcome to you and yours. Thank you for staying up, those of you who would normally be sleeping, and those of you who are busy doing your night chores. I am your brother, Majesty, and the show is Wisdom Unveiling on the Upper Deck. Of course, you can call us at numbers like 876 926 2178, 876 926 8631, and 876 926 7615. Now, it is true that this is Black History Month. For some reason, it is the shortest month. My dear brothers and sisters, it is important to note that whether we realize it or not, our people are strategically lost. For over 400 years ago, we were captured and forced into a holocaust of slavery by European invaders who saw us only as livestock, basically as animals. We were dehumanized in the worst possible ways. Everything African was snatched from us until we gradually forgot who we are, who we were, and didn't even care to remember. We lost our names, our customs, our religious knowledge of God and Goddess, and even our tribal identity. Now it seemed we could never regroup and be tribes again, never be unified nor dignified as royal Africans again, never build an empire again. But they were wrong, dead wrong. We are slowly but surely regaining consciousness at this point in human history. And we know that we must awake fast. Someday we must be able to answer a most important question, the tribal question. The answer to that question is now ready. And the answer must be known before the question of African consciousness is asked. What tribe am I? What tribe are you? Many must have the answer. Those who are awake will answer. I am Yoruba. I am Zulu. I am Ashanti. I am Mandingo. I am Judah. I am Igbo. I am Fulani. I am Kikuyu. It is clear that as long as we can't answer the tribal question, as free as we think we are still ignorant of who we are. Secretly, we are still slaves. Whether we admit it or not, whether we see it or not, it is a truth hidden in full view. Now, this is African History Month. They gave us the shortest month to sort out our affairs. We must do it quickly. Time is of the essence. It is time we know our tribe. Whatever has been disrespectfully snatched from us, we want it back. We need it back. We must get it back. We must take it back. For it's ours. We say that with no apology. You and I know that if a Chinese was born and raised in Jamaica, he's called a Chinese, not a Chinese descendant, not a Jamaican. If an Indian was born and raised in Trinidad, he's called an Indian, not an Indian descendant. But if an African was born in Jamaica, he's called a Jamaican. And in many cases, he may be upset if you call him an African. Or even if you call him an African Jamaican, he may still be upset. If an African was born in Barbados, he's called a Barbadian. And he's proud to be called a Barbadian. And allow others to call him an African descendant, as though descending is something good. Can someone show us which way is up? How come no one would call us African ascendants? To descend is to go down, to die, to be no more. Any educated fool should know that, but apparently they don't. And so it is rather safe to say that very soon, if an African was born in a pigsty, even if he's a university graduate, he will allow others to call him a pig. And if he was born in a goat pen, he will be proud to be called a goat. And it's going to get even worse if we don't try and wake up and smell the coffee, for it is black. Real black, my friend. So tell me now, where is our spiritual and cultural self-respect? Why do we allow others to define us, to tell us who we are? Why shouldn't we make a conscious effort to answer that question ourselves? What tribe are you from, my brother? What tribe are you from, my sister? We could have answered that question 400 years ago, before the slave trade began. But what about today, with all our so-called education? Should we be lost forever? What tribe are you, my dear neighbor? Do you want to know? Stay tuned and find out. Today, our tribal identity is a generic one. It's the only one we can use, a generic one. We don't know what tribe we were from. But through African astrology, we have found a generic answer. And that's a good start. For a generic drug works just as good as the original drug. We all know that. Sankofa is the word, readdressing ourselves to our original sense of values that were snatched from us during the unbalanced industrialist expansion of capitalism via slavery here in the West. This, my dear family, is wisdom unveiling. For those of you who want to get a reading done, feel free to call us now. We have said that the numbers are 876-926-2178. You can get us also at 876-926-8631. And of course, you can get us at 876-926-7615. And for those of you who want to get a name reading but don't want their name on the air, then you can call me privately and get a name reading. Of course, conditions apply. But my number is 876-844-2295. That is 876 844-2295. So, feel free to call us in the now. As a matter of fact, without any further ado, I'll answer to you. Good night.
Good night.
How you do?
Thank God. I'm not so bad.
You're not so bad. So you're
Not
saying
bad.
that you're bad but not so bad, or how that go?
No, I'm not bad. I'm trying to be good.
You're trying to be good?
Right.
Oh, you're trying to be good. Do you know that if a person try to be good, it means that they're bad?
Oh, well, yes.
Yes, if a man trying to be honest, it means he's naturally dishonest, right?
Right.
If you're trying to be good, it means that you're bad. You're not supposed to have to try to be good. You're supposed to be naturally good.
All right.
But I know you're thinking about your health when you say that, right?
Right.
Okay. How old are you?
74.
Wow. Could you imagine to reach 74 years? You know, there are millions of people out there that will not reach that age, right?
Right.
So, you know, really and truly, you've done well. Even if you don't have much to show for it, but you got life to show for it, right?
Right.
Are you male or female?
Man.
You're male. Okay, good. Just making sure. Let's give you a reading. You want a card reading or name reading? Which one would you like?
I can't read it.
Well, let's do it. Call any number in a range of 1 to 10.
4,
Come again.
8,
8.
7,
Wait. We got 8. I know you want 7.
yeah,
Hold on. Come again now.
5,
Uh-huh. Come again.
6,
6.
yeah,
Come again.
3,
And give me a final one.
9,
Pardon?
9.
Okay, there you go. That's it, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, you have a card that says instability. Instability. So, your health is not stable, okay?
Right.
You've been sick anytime recently?
Yeah, until now.
You ever had your prostate checked out?
No, I don't know where it is. So I have to go back for some test.
Pardon?
I have to go back for some test.
For your prostate?
Yeah.
And what kind of sickness you had recently?
Well, no, I got a horse in my throat.
You have a what?
My throat, my voice lost.
What happened to your throat?
Yeah.
You feel any pain in your throat?
Yeah, like something sticking there.
Okay. Well, if you have a throat problem, you need to use the herb that was created by the gods for the throat, okay?
Yeah.
Now, when I say the gods, I mean the gods. I mean God Almighty
Yeah.
and his goddess. Her name is Mother Nature, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. In African thinking, we think that there's a God and we think that there's a goddess.
Right.
We don't think that there's a God alone. That is European thinking. And this is African month, right?
Yeah.
So now, the powers that be created a herb. And that herb is called wild cherry bark. Could you write that down? You think you'll remember it? Huh? It's hard to trust your memory when you're that age. But
Yeah.
but the herb is white. Sorry, the herb is wild cherry bark. The bark of the wild cherry tree.
Yeah.
It have all the medicine for your esophagus, your whole setting, your voice box, your larynx, everything. It have the medicine for that. And you can buy wild cherry bark in most major herbal shops, okay?
Yeah.
Which parish do you hail from?
Portmore.
Portmore.
Yeah.
Well, if you're in Portmore, it means that you're in the Kingston area. You can go to Sovereign Center. I think that there's herbal shops in Halfway Tree as well. Go check
Yeah.
it out. Here?
Yeah, I know that.
Good. Wild cherry bark.
Yeah.
If one don't have it, another one have it because I'm sure it's here. It's a very popular herb. Okay, even if you never
Yeah.
hear about it. All right.
Yes, yes.
One more thing. Do you drink rum anytime?
Long time ago.
Okay. Make sure you don't ever drink it again. It will damage you at this point. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. You have another card here, and it's energy. This card suggests that someone that you have not seen for many years is going to come and visit you from overseas.
Yeah.
Yes, so expect a family member or a very dear friend to show up,
Yes,
and
yes.
it will be a very beautiful, honorable meeting, okay?
Yeah.
There's another card called imagination. Do you get very sad sometime?
Yes.
What is that sadden you?
A lot of people have to go to turn them back on me.
It is a lot of people who you have been good to turn them back on you, right?
Yeah.
People in the family,
And most strangers
strangers,
and family.
and family. All right, listen. Number one, the people who you've done good to, right?
Yeah.
Do you know why you did good to them?
Yes.
Why you think you did good to them?
Sometimes they promise to help me, and I just like to go to people who was in need.
All right. Almost everyone that we meet in this life is someone that we met before, okay?
Yes, yes.
Those who you have done good to are people who have done good to you in a past lifetime. Maybe a couple hundred years ago when you were here before, okay?
Yes.
So you paid your debt. That was your debt, you paid it. All right?
Yes.
So you can say they don't really owe you anything more. It is not the people who we do good to that help us along the way. It is usually someone else. Okay?
Yes.
So before your lights are out, someone else will step forward and help you. All right?
Huh?
Before the end of your time on earth, someone will come to your rescue. Okay?
Yes, yes.
It is a must because you were there to rescue others, and what goes around must come around, right?
Right.
There's another card here, and it shows a woman. Have you ever been married?
Yes.
What happened?
She only rob and disappear.
She robbed you?
Yes. Go to check and court whether really take everything. She collect the money and go and hide.
All right. You have any children with her?
No.
Okay. Now, listen carefully. Everyone that robbed you is someone that you don't know about this because you have a brand new brain and new body for this time, right?
Yes.
But the reason why she was allowed to rob you is because you robbed her in a past lifetime. Now, this kind of thinking may not make much sense to a religious believer, but what goes around comes around, and that is the law of the circle. And everything in our universe is based on a circle. Your head is round, the planet Earth is round, the sun is round, the moon is round, every planet is round. So the circle is law. Okay? So those who rob us now are those who we robbed before. It's just that we don't have in this lifetime, we have no knowledge of it. But when you leave this earth and you don't have that brain, you will have your universal mind, and all these facts will return to you, and then you'll be able to understand why these things happen. All right?
Yes.
So your only medicine is to forgive that person in your heart. If not, in your next lifetime, hey, you're going to rob her again, right? And then the next lifetime, she rob you again. And it goes on like a dog following his tail. That is why Christ came, to teach us the wisdom of letting go, the wisdom of forgiving, no matter what. 70 times 7, he said, right?
Right.
There's another card here now, and it's called the world. The world. Remember, people who fail to forgive usually end up developing cancer, you know.
Yeah.
It is a cancerous issue to not let go, to not
Yeah.
forgive. Okay?
Yeah.
Discard the world. Have you ever traveled?
Yeah, from in the 80s. I traveled
Yes.
about a couple of times.
All right. Now, the world is a card that shows that even if you don't travel again, someone who has traveled will assist you, okay?
Yeah.
You may even be invited abroad, but that may be tricky because your health may or may not allow that.
Yeah.
I can only advise you not to travel to anywhere that is cold
Yeah.
because you will have a lot of problem with your bones if you do that.
Yeah.
We're talking about arthritis, right?
Yes.
You
Yes.
get any pain in your shoulders?
Yeah, a little pain in my shoulder sometimes.
Oh, well, be careful, arthritis. You have another card here now called temporary, suggesting that you have been on earth many times. You've had many teachings and many trials and tribulations and many experiences, but it is all for the better, even if it don't feel that way right now, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you have a final card called enterprise, suggesting that you will find some way to have a better income.
Yeah.
Anybody support you right now?
No.
So you support yourself?
Yeah.
So you're working?
No. No. And then.
All right, but something will be placed for you that will serve you as you grow older, okay?
Yes.
It is important that you buy some olive oil. Look for virgin olive oil and take 2 spoonfuls every day.
Yeah.
It would help you to not lose your memory. Because when you lose your memory, you lost everything, right?
Right.
Is there something else bothering you?
So you said I may travel again.
It is very possible, but I'm only warning you when the opportunity comes, do not go anywhere that is cold
Oh.
because then it would not serve your purpose properly. You will be in great
Oh.
in severe pain if you do.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes. Yes.
It is important that you get this wild cherry bark. Okay?
Yeah.
Very good for your throat, every part of it. And there's another herb called Pau d'Arco. Pau d'Arco. Pau d'Arco is a herb that will stop you from developing cancer because it is a tumor inhibiting virus killing herb. So if you mix the wild cherry bark with Pau d'Arco, that is perfect to reverse if there's any kind of cancerous condition happening in your throat, okay? You take care of yourself now. I think his phone card is done. So there you go. The truth is, life is for living. And goodness is for the giving. And what we have to do, what we need to do is learn to let go. Understand that everything is for the wise purpose of teaching us the pathway back to God again. This is wisdom unveiling. Let's try to go to another one. Greetings. Good night.
Good night.
How are you?
I am good.
Uh-huh. What can we do for you now?
I'm asking you for a reading, please.
Okay. All right. Have you ever been read before?
A long time.
Okay. All right. You want a name reading or a card reading?
Which is better?
Who you like more, your mother or your father? I mean, you may or may not want your name on the air, you
My
know?
mother.
Okay. But some people don't want nobody hear them name on the air,
Okay.
you know? So, yeah, I have to appeal to your...
My mother.
Okay, so
Isoline.
do you want a name reading?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it
Can I
then.
use my mother name?
Why would you use your mother's name?
Okay.
Your mother's here or she's gone?
No, she died.
You see, you don't want to use your name, so that's not good. Let me give you a card reading, okay?
Okay.
You can always get a name reading privately. Call me at 876-844-2295.
Pardon me?
What you decide to do, you'll get the name reading and you with your own name or get a card reading.
I will get the name.
You get the name reading.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, here goes.
I'm going to spell it Roslin.
Roslyn.
Yeah.
Okay, Roslin.
Yeah.
And what is your middle name?
Patricia.
Patricia.
Yeah.
And what's their last name?
I'm Knight.
Knight.
Yeah.
Knight.
Yeah.
And when is your birth date?
12 of the 10th, 1953.
And what is your astrological birth sign as far as you know?
I forget,
What month you born?
October.
October, right? And you're the 12th of October?
Yeah.
So therefore you will be Libra.
Yes, Libra.
Now, if you had to find yourself in the Bible, you'll have to look. The Bible have astrology in it, okay?
Okay.
The Bible is the root of all astrology. The basis of astrological data in the Bible is Jacob with his 12 sons, and you will be the one called Dan. So you are a Danite, okay? The Bible said Dan shall judge his people. So if you had gone into law, you would have been an excellent judge and a good lawyer too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Now, as far as the African tribal heritage is concerned, right?
Yeah.
We wouldn't call you Libra. We call you Wolof. Woloff. It is one of those.
WLO.
No. WOL.
WOL.
OFF. Wolof.
Yeah.
WOLOFF. Wolof is a tribe out of Senegal. Okay?
Okay.
Remember, our peoples come from all these places. So if you had to identify with a tribe, you can say, I am Wolof. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
Now, that's a generic terminology because you'll never know the truth as to exactly what tribe you came. But it is an African astrological terminology that can be very useful in some strategic cases, okay?
Yeah.
You're born on the 12th day.
Yeah.
12 is a very useful number, but it is also a number of suffering and worry. Some people under that number get sacrificed for the sake of others. Christ himself had 12 brethren, right?
Yes.
And then he was sacrificed for perhaps the most ridiculous reason ever, you know?
Okay.
Save the world from sin. 2,000 years have passed and the world is a billion times more sinful, so that was not a good deal, I can tell you that, right? Better they had let him live, that's my view. Now, the good news is that you're born in 1953, which is a very powerful year. But it is the year of the snake, okay? So if you turn into any kind of animal, you'll actually be a snake. All right?
Snake.
Yeah. Now, that may sound a bit slimy to you, but it is written that you should be as wise as a serpent, but harmless as a dove, which means the snake is the wisest of all animals.
Okay.
If you go to any pharmacy, you'll see a sign on the door with a snake climbing up a staff, right? It is the actual sign for medicine.
Oh,
So don't you underestimate the snake.
okay.
You know, it's a serious thing. But in the African world, we don't call you a snake. That's only in the Chinese world, okay?
Oh,
In the African world, we wouldn't call you that. We call you Fadil. You are a woman of the house of Fadil, Fadil. This also means that
Fidel.
Fadil, not Fadel, Fadil.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, the word Fadil actually means generous. It is an Arabic name out of Africa, okay?
Okay.
Now, it is important to understand that your name is not just a word. It's not just three words. These are three powers. Let's examine these powers, okay?
Yes.
For with Rosalind, we can decode it very simple because R is number 9, O6, S1, L3, I9, N5. With Patricia, we got P is 7, A1, T2, R9, I is also 9, C3, I9, and A is 1. And with Knight, we got K is 2, N5, I9, G7, H8, and T is 2. Let's go back to Rosalind. You have two vowels, O and I, that's 6 and 9. And that adds to 15, right?
Okay.
Now, so your mentality number is 15 based on your first name. And 15 is good because 15 is a favorable number for getting money and favors from others. Okay?
Yes.
So don't think there's no hope of you getting money. It is at your fingertips. You just have to actually ask for it. For instance, you ever pray for money?
Yes.
How much time do you ever pray for money?
Sometimes I'm without it, and I pray and I got it.
Listen. In the future, tell the powers that be how much money you need. Okay?
Okay.
It doesn't matter what kind of big number you call. You could get it, but you have to pray at your prayer time. Right?
What time is it?
Your prayer time is Fadil hours, what they call snake hours. That is 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. In other words, praying before 9 o'clock is almost a waste of time. Praying after 11 in the morning is almost a waste of time.
Oh.
If you really need to be heard, seriously, pray at the time when the angels are paying attention to your brand of human. There are 12 brands of humanity. Your brand is Fadil. You're the Fadil brand. That is your time of man to God and God to man contact. Okay?
9 a.m. to 11.
Yeah. Not only that, it will be helpful for you to be facing the most powerful direction, which is the direction where you be actually looking in the direction of your angel. Okay?
What?
That direction is south, southeast. That is SSE. That means you're going to face the south and turn an inch to the left of south. That is south, southeast. 2 times south, 1 time east. Okay?
So,
No, south, southeast.
okay.
Do you know how to face the south?
Okay, I see. It would be... no.
Okay, good. We have to establish that. You gotta let you be able to face the south. If we can't do that, the whole thing is a waste of time, right? So you're gonna wake up early one morning. It doesn't matter if it is 6 o'clock or 7, right?
Yes.
And you're gonna face the sun. At that time, the sun is definitely in the east. Okay.
Yes.
So now that we've established
In
east,
east.
you're gonna face the sun, knowing that you're facing the east, and you're gonna put out your hand so you look like a big cross, a big number T, right? Big
Okay.
capital T. And your right hand will be pointing to the south.
Okay.
Because the west will be at the back of
Yes.
you, and the north will be at your left.
Yes.
So once you find where your right hand is pointed, face that direction, and you're facing the south, right? And then you turn very slightly to the left, about an inch to the left, and you're facing the south southeast. You're literally facing your guardian angel.
Okay.
And then forever, as long as you're in that same country, you'll know exactly where to face, right?
Yeah.
Have we solved the problem?
That's when the sun is coming up.
The sun comes up in the east.
Yes.
Even 8 o'clock, the sun is still in the east. Okay?
Yeah.
So you don't have no problem with that. Just wake up early one morning, face the sun, put out your hand like a big cross, and wherever your right hand point, that is the south.
Okay.
And then you're going to turn and face where your right hand is pointing, and then turn an inch to the left. And there you go. You're facing your guardian angel. Right?
Okay.
And whatever you ask for, explain to your angel exactly what you're going to do with it. Okay?
Yes.
If your child came to you and say he wants some money, what's the first thing you ask him?
How much?
No, the first thing you ask him is what he's going to do with it.
Oh, yes. What are you going to do with it?
He's gonna tell you how much, you know. He's going to tell you how much.
Yes.
Right? If my child came to me and says, Dad, I want a money, I won't pay him no attention. Waste of time. He don't know what he wants. Right? If you say, Dad, I need $100,000, I'll take him very seriously and says, what do you want $100,000 for, boy? Right? You get it?
Yes.
So what if he can give me a logical reasoning why he should get 100,000? He may just get it. Right?
Yes, if you have it.
Yeah, and if he can't give me no positive reason why he need 100,000, he better go work for that, right? You get it now?
Yeah.
So we need to understand that we are children. We are children of the Most High God, right? Never forget that you're a child of the universe, right?
Yes.
You have your eternal parents. You know who your parents are?
The Lord.
Ma'am. The powers that be is Almighty God, right?
Yes.
And Mother Nature, the two of them. These two are our parents.
Right.
These are the two entities that created the universe. Now, if you tell a religious believer that, they'll shut you up and say, so who created Mother Nature, not God? Well, put it this way. Don't a man create his wife?
Yes.
If a man come to you and asks you your hand in marriage, right? He is creating a wife by asking you your hand in marriage, right?
Yeah.
So the man actually creates a wife out of you, right? So the reasoning that God made Mother Nature so she can't be his goddess is a waste of time. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, if there's no woman, there will be no man on earth. And if there's no queens, there'll be no kings. And if there's no empress, there's no emperors. So if there's no goddess, there could hardly be a god. It must start from the top. As it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. If male and female is established on earth, it is established in the heavens. Whether we want to believe that or not, that's our business. Because belief itself is a waste of time. The thing is to logically understand the possibility, the probability, and the relative ability of these entities, okay?
Okay.
So 15 is a favorable number for getting money and favors from others. It makes you an excellent public speaker, you know. Do you think you can manage to speak publicly?
Very shy.
You're shy? Well,
If I have to, I will.
listen, when the time comes, you will, right?
Yes.
You ever speak in church?
A few times.
You ever speak in the fish market?
Well, in the market, you have to speak.
Well, there you go. So it doesn't matter which public. You speak in public and
Yes.
people listen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 15. A favorable number for getting money and favors from others. This number means you are a good public speaker, one who holds the attention of others. It is a number of magic and strong mystery. People under this number are great natural magicians. You can use prayer or positive thinking to achieve your personal aim. So you can achieve all things by thinking positively, by praying, and by literally deserving these things. Because the easiest way to get anything is to deserve it. You know that?
Yes.
You know, a man who deserves a car may not even have to buy one.
No.
No, because the fact that he deserves it,
The Lord said that he deserves it.
it happens to him. He gets it. You understand?
Yeah.
So to deserve something is the first fulfillment of having it, okay?
Okay.
18 is your personality number, and 8 for Rosalind alone, and 18 is not nice. It have a lot to do with family quarrels. So you may have some family members that you may never get along with, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get along with all your family members? Well,
No.
there's some that you can't talk to, right?
No.
Huh?
Yes, that's true.
Right. But that is only your test.
Yes.
18 is a number that have a lot to do with family quarrels and fights. It can break up your family life and all that. It is a thin line between genius on one hand and madness on the other, okay?
Okay.
If you have a family member and you refuse to speak to that person for life, is there anybody that you have that feeling about?
Well, I don't have much, no.
You can speak to anyone, right?
Yes, I don't have a lot.
Okay, but you know some people are contentious, and however you try to speak to them have some bad things to say, right?
Well, that's good. I don't have much.
Thank God, right?
Yeah.
But remember, it is important that you don't blank them completely. Don't carry a grudge, because then you'd fail your test. You would lose points in creation. Okay?
Okay.
Your destiny number is 33. 33 is balance.
Okay.
Balance. It is a well-balanced number, neither too good nor evil. It means that you are blessed with a steady, even balanced, conservative social life, love life, and business life. A strong desire to come to the rescue of others in distress. You will have a moderate success, maybe, but real happiness and self-respect. So your happiness will come. It's almost there already, right?
Okay.
Do you have someone like a lover?
Husband.
Good. Do you love him still?
Yeah.
Because some people, husband is not their lover, you know. All right. When is your husband's birthday?
22nd of this month.
What year?
40.
1940?
Yeah.
Okay. 1940. He got some good age, man. How old he is now?
84.
84?
Yeah.
Wow. Big him up, man. A whole heap of man not going to reach there.
Yeah, true.
He's done very, very well.
Yes.
1940. Okay, so he is what we call him Ihioze in the African world. In China, he's a dragon. He's born the year of the dragon, okay?
Okay.
And you born the year of the snake.
Snake.
Wow. Wow. I wonder. Let's look and see how the dragon and the snake do it, right? Let's look for dragon husband, snake wife. I got all the files right here, the entire chart. Let me check it out.
Danger.
No man, dragon husband, snake wife. Let's see here. We got dragon husband, snake wife. Where is it? Here you go. It says here, listen carefully, right?
Yeah.
How much years you been together? About 30 years?
No.
How long?
45.
45?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know if anybody could stomach nobody so long, but that is nice. Dragon husband, snake wife. You listening?
Yes.
The experts say it is a fulfilling and stimulating relationship if these two diverse personalities could adjust to each other. He is active, impulsive, and domineering. She is sensual, unhurried, and a lover of ease. As he is always geared to work and success, she can impart to him some of her tenacity and common sense. She may have a finer business acumen than he, or will at least handle the family finances well. They can both build a sound foundation for their home. So you see, you and him are quite compatible.
Yeah.
But
True.
that is why you put it with each other for so long, right?
True.
No, I can tell you what compatibility is about. I can also tell you what incompatibility is about. Incompatibility is a real shame. It is a genuine curse. I mean, most couples you see every day are actually incompatible, but because they don't have a chart, they don't know who they are. They don't know that they behave like different animals, right?
Yeah.
I mean, look at a dragon. A dragon is really a big fat snake with wings, right? But the dragon is a fictitious animal to us. But the dragon is not fiction to a Chinese person. Do you know why?
No.
Do you know if a Chinese man make a chimney tomorrow, he draw a dragon on the rim?
Uh-huh.
You never know how much Chinese love the dragon? They are the children of the dragon. Dragons, and I've said this to many Chinese people, and they never tell me I'm wrong. They always agree. Dragons come from the planet that Chinese come from, okay?
Okay.
It is the leading animal on that planet, right? So it is etched in their subconscious mind. It is here, right? Now, the earth is a melting pot of people from different planets, okay?
Yes.
It is okay if you can grasp that kind of reality, but it is nevertheless. There are many planets in the universe, but Earth is a kind of a testing ground for some of these peoples, right?
Yeah.
Now, the dragon does not breathe fire, but fire appears at the tip of his mouth. Apparently, the atmosphere of that planet must be a bit sulfuric, so his breath ignites a fire right before him. It looks like he's breathing it, but fire can't come from inside of flesh and blood, right?
No.
That is chemically impossible. Now, for Patricia, your mentality number is 20. Have you traveled?
Yes.
You can travel again. 20
Okay.
means great plans, a sense of action, not too taken up in trying to make money, but strongly drawn to a cause or duty. But you will be invited abroad again, okay?
Yes, I do. We do.
21 is your personality number. For Patricia, 21 suggests that you could rise to a high station in life with great success in your undertakings. You actually have an artistic power. Perhaps you need to try doing some crochet,
I like it, but it's a long while I haven't done it.
Crochet is very helpful to your brain at this time. How old you are now?
70.
There you go. Crochet can block you from becoming senile,
Okay.
having dementia. Crochet. It's very technical, in your brain, right?
I do a lot of puzzles.
Puzzles is good, but crochet is smoother, you know?
Yeah.
It will help you in a smoother way. And when you add crochet to your puzzle, you can't miss.
Okay.
The thing is to stay relevant. You cannot stay relevant without a brain, right?
Yeah. No.
Your destiny for Patricia is 41. I wonder what 41 is about. Listen to what 41 says. Every number have a meaning, therefore a power. 41 says, you must control your passion. Women under this number are often accused of being flirts, even though they're not flirts at all, right? But generally, your affairs will work out good. This number promises you a great future anyway, so there you go. Great future, right?
Okay.
With night now, the mentality is 9. That's a fighting spirit, so you'll get a fight sometime, but don't worry about it. You'll make strong friends and strong enemies, but they can't hurt you, okay?
Oh, yeah.
And 24 is your personality number. That is rather interesting. Would you know what 24 is about?
I would like to know.
It says people 24. Night is your husband's name?
No.
Your father's name?
My name? Yes.
Okay. But you said you got married, right?
Yes.
But you never carried your husband's name?
No, I didn't put it there.
Oh. You know, years ago, that's what you do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because normally your father would have given you away at the wedding, you know, and then you would take on your husband's name. But I don't know how it go anymore. I don't know what people do anymore. But look at 24. People under this number will win friendships among the rich and powerful. I'm sure there's some important people that is your friends, right?
Yeah.
You will succeed famously in love and sex. Well, if the sex was bad, I don't think you would have succeeded so far, right?
No.
He would have been kicked out for sure. It says your sex partner or mate, that is your husband, you know, will do much for you. He'll help you get somewhere in life. And guess what? Influential people will come into your life to help rescue you from hardship. Imagine that.
Yes. True.
So you must never, ever, ever think that you're alone, okay?
Yes, it's true.
Because you're not. And you're...
Sometimes it look dark, but then at the end there's light.
Ma'am?
Sometimes it look dark,
Yes?
but at the end there's light.
There you go. Because, you know, you have helped others along the way, and others will help you because what goes wrong must come around, right?
Yeah.
Well, the destiny number for night happened to be 33, and we didn't talk about 33 because the destiny number for Rosalind anyway.
Okay.
But your all your mental numbers together will be 15, 20, and 9.
15, 21.
15, 20, and 9.
Okay.
And it adds to 44, right?
44.
Yes.
That's a good number.
44 is a good number, yes.
Okay.
But let me read it to you, right?
Yes.
There are
What
many
is
people
it?
who want to know what these numbers mean. Most numerologists only know numbers from 1 to 9. I have meanings for all numbers. 44. People under this number are brave. It is a number of bravery, right?
Okay.
People under this number are brave, the hero type, full of adventure, fearless, anxious for military excitement, distinguished in their actions. You will gain great wealth, as in money, if you continue to treat others generously and curb the natural ambition for more. So that's good, right?
Yeah.
Oh, your
good.
full personality is 18, 21, and 24. And that adds to 63. So let's talk about 63. It says here, you have the vibration of a reformer, a pilot, or a preacher. So I guess you would do well as an evangelist in church, right?
Okay.
You will enjoy good health, thank God, right? How is your health now?
Yes, thank Thank you very much.
Good health, right?
Yes.
So the
Not
numbers.
bad. Only one problem when
What-
I finish.
Okay. You will enjoy good health, good moods, success in steering others into paths of righteousness. You will advance in your life work and find true happiness. Okay?
Yes.
But hold on, there's more. Let me add the two together now. And it's 107. Yes. So your lifespan numerically is 107 years. What wrong with that?
Well, thank the Lord if it reached that
You
way.
are here to stay, right?
Okay.
All right. Now, based on the kind of numbers that come up here, you can expect to get some back pain, pain in your knee,
Right? No.
right? Is it one knee hurting or both?
The thing is, it's my foot out to my toes numb. I have a numb
All right. So you have
bottom.
numbness under the feet?
Yes.
All right. How is your sugar level?
Okay, the last time.
Okay. So if you have numbness under the feet, you have two things going on. You could have a pinched nerve situation in your spine.
Yes, I have a scoliosis. Scoliosis.
Okay. Okay. That pinched nerve will cause under your feet to be numb. Okay.
Yes, that's what caused it.
Okay. So here's what you can do. You can walk around the house barefoot a lot.
I tried it last week.
No, don't try it. You must never try it. Don't do that. You must just do it.
Yes.
You don't get nothing done if you try it. You have to just do it, right? It's going to be painful in the beginning because all those little stones are going to hurt up under the bottom of your feet, right?
Yes, I use a sock.
A what?
Sock.
You can if you want, but you can still get some little hurts from the little stones.
Yeah.
Those little hurts is a science called acupressure. You can you can get acupuncture done, that's Chinese medicine, or you can get acupressure done, which is earth medicine, where you actually massaging the surface of the earth, and the surface of the earth giving you not only information but healing. Okay?
Where do you get that?
Around your house,
Okay.
out on the street, in the pastures near your house, whatever. Just walk barefoot.
Oh, it's like pain medicine?
It's medicine. It's earth medicine. It is a hidden power where you reconnect to the earth,
Okay.
right?
Oh,
Voila.
it is unseenable.
Right, but it's there. It works.
Okay.
So after you hurt up your foot by walking around for a good 30 minutes or 45 minutes or whatever have you, then you go into your bedroom
Yeah.
and soak your feet in some warm water. Okay?
Wait.
Soak
Anything?
your 2 feet in very warm water. Not hot enough to scald you, but very warm.
Yeah.
And yes, you can put a few spoonfuls of Epsom salts in it.
Yes.
All right?
I use that as well.
All right. So you find that by doing this, you can make some serious corrections in the blood flow of under your feet and get some healing at the same time. All right?
Okay. How many times should I do it per day?
As often as you can. You can do it once a day. You can do it twice a day. You can do it for 40 days or the rest of your life. It's going to feel really good.
Yeah.
After a while, it's going to feel even better.
Okay.
It works beautifully. Okay?
Thank you.
Now, for the nerve itself, you need a herb called white willow bark. The bark of the white willow tree. White willow bark. You can buy white willow bark at any herbal shop.
White velo?
No. Willow. Willow.
Willow.
O-W, yeah. White willow bark.
Okay.
Right? It is a key medicine for your sciatic nerve and all the other back business. All right.
Yes.
So, ma'am, remember, you know your prayer time now, right?
Yeah.
All right. Talk to the powers that be.
Okay, thank you. Could you give me your private number?
Well, I can't call it private if I'm on the radio telling you and everybody else, right?
Oh, yes.
So that would be a beer joke. Call my number private.
It would be 844.
876-844-2295.
Yes.
And
I missed out
if
one of
anybody go
two.
publicly giving out them number and talk about private, them is mad people, right?
All right.
You take care now.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Blessed.
All right.
Yes, we need to unite. For my good friend Roslyn, I just talked to her. Roslyn, your numbers of interest, write them down. They are 15, 18, 33, 20, 21, and 9. I repeat, 15, 18, 33, 20, 21, and 9. Let's return to our phone lines now. Greetings and good night. Okay. Greetings.
Greetings.
Yeah, how you do?
Yes, sir. Good.
All right. How can we help?
I would like to have a card reading.
Okay, no problem. Call any number in the range of 1 to 10.
5,
Okay, come again.
2,
Come again.
6,
Come again.
8,
Come again.
4,
Come again.
1,
Come again.
9.
That's it. No more, okay?
Yeah.
How old are you now?
39.
39. You ever do any farming?
Yeah, that's what I do.
What do you farm?
Vegetable like tomato, broccoli and stuff.
You must do everything in your power not to strain yourself, okay?
Okay, okay.
Or you may get a hernia. Trust me, you don't want that.
Oh, like lifting weight.
Yes, you lift heavy things sometime.
Yeah, like
Tree logs and all that.
no, like water.
If you're lifting water, lift two. Don't lift one.
Okay,
So lift two, basically the same size, and that is balance, okay?
right,
Lifting one may give you some problems, some serious problems, all right?
right.
Do you have a cow?
No,
Any goats?
no,
No animals?
no, I don't have any animals.
Okay, good. Nothing wrong with animals, but there's something wrong with the way we treat them, you know?
Right,
Most people that you know and that I know have animals, but they don't have no pen.
right,
So when the rain come with the lightning and thunder, the animal and his baby have to be drenched in rain. That can't be fair.
right,
So we may be very wicked and don't even realize that we're wicked, right?
right.
We should at least know that we're wicked. Not true.
True.
Well, if you know that you're wicked, you may stop. But if you don't know that you're wicked, then wow.
Right,
Your very first card is called rest. Apparently, the ancestors is saying that you have been working very hard
right,
and that you need to take a little time off and relax.
right,
Can you do that?
right.
Good. Your second card here is called potency. Whoa, you're supposed to get a son. You have any children?
No, no.
You want a child?
Right, yes.
It seemed to me that there's a promise. This is not a must, but it is a promise of you getting a son.
Okay.
So a son is promised to you. It's up to you if you move in the right direction. Some people end up with a lover who is too old to give them a baby and then they wouldn't get that son. But at least it is a promise, right?
Right.
You
It's
have
not a must.
it's not a must, no. It is a promise though.
Oh.
When the picture of a son shows up, then I'll say it is a must.
Oh.
But that's not what happened. What happened is that there's a sign that shows, yeah, a son is due to you. As a matter of fact, the third card shows a possible twin of boys.
Oh.
So it could get real doubled if you know. So you can make a son or you can make a twin of sons. There's another
what?
card here called order, suggesting that you're going to one day get married.
Right.
You see any woman that you love that way?
No, not at the present moment, you know.
Okay. But you know she exists, right?
Right, right, right.
Because you exist, so she must exist, right?
Right,
Because every broom have its stick in the bush, right?
right,
So if you're the broom, then where's the stick? And if you're the stick, then where's the broom? So she's there. It's just that you need to ask for her. We don't
Right.
get a lot of things because we don't ask for it. So to ask for her, you have to contact your guardian angel. That means you have to pray at your prayer time. So when is your birth date?
the 8th of December, 84.
You're born 8th of December,
Yeah,
1984. So you are an Abasi person. In China, we say you were born the year of the rat, right?
right,
In the African world, we don't do that. We just call you Abasi. The Abasi people are family people, okay?
right,
Very big when it comes to family. The Abasi man he excel in anything to do with building family, whether it is building houses. So you will do well as a builder, right?
right,
They do well in farming as well. Anything to do with family, taking care of family. The Abasi women are the greatest caregivers in the world. They take care of old people and children. Anyway,
right,
so you're born 1984. So your prayer time is between 11 o'clock in the night and 1 o'clock. Okay?
right,
11
right,
p.m. to 1 in the a.m.
right,
And your direction of power is north. So you just need to face the north. Do you know how to face north?
right. Yeah, I know.
Good. So face the north somewhere around midnight. Because if you pray at 12 o'clock, that's perfect. Anywhere between 11 and 1, 12 is good, right?
Right,
And talk to the powers that be. Talk to Almighty God and Mother Nature and tell them you need your queen, my friend.
right,
You could even tell them, certain things like you need someone who is compatible with you,
right,
not somebody who run your blood to water, because some people are very miserable.
right.
But you need someone
Sure.
that's compatible.
True, true.
I grew up in a big family, and I see what happens to men
Right,
who marry someone or make children with someone and is not compatible with them. I see what happened to women too.
right. Problem.
It is mind blowing the amount of problem. It's almost like demons in the place.
Right. Yeah, I experienced that.
Good. So it's a serious thing, right?
Right.
I also know what it's like to marry someone who is compatible.
Right.
And even if you divorce after that, you still remain very close friends
Close friends.
because
True.
you're compatible.
Right, right. You come back round.
So you're divorced, but you're very good friends.
Yes.
People can't
yes.
believe that you're not having sex. No, you're not having sex. You pass that stage, you become like a sister and brother, right?
Right.
Just
right.
awesome. These are the things that we need to know. Hey, this is Black History Month. If black man don't learn how to flex, we day is done.
Right. True.
There's no more us. right?
True.
The Chinese know how to flex. We need to know what they know. And
Right.
even more because we not them. We is we. Right?
Right.
My
right.
granny used to make joke once in a while. She would say, we all are weevils and anybody else come wrong is a cockroach, right? That means we need to seriously know who we are
Right.
and know which of us match which of us.
Right.
We have a card called Reason. Reason. So it seemed to me as though you're going to get a queen, but she's going to be a very serious woman.
Right. Okay.
She's not the kind of woman that you can tell a lie to.
Oh,
You know them kind of women that's strict and serious, but good.
good. Yeah. But yeah, the goodness counts.
Very good woman, but she's not the kind of person who want to hear no lie from no man.
Right. Right.
She will not stand for that. You think you can handle a woman so serious?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Because if you're dishonest, you can't have that woman there.
Yeah. You get what you deserve, you know.
What you deserve.
Yeah. If you're a good person, you get a good person.
Sometimes it doesn't work that way. Sometimes you get the person who is there to test you.
Oh.
Yep. You may be a good person now, but you may be a bad person in a past lifetime and therefore have to get some bad things happen to you now that you're good, right? Because you did some bad things to the good person back there. So now you come back as a good person and your goose is cooked, right?
Oh.
It is
so-
important, though, to make sure, if you can, that you're mating with someone that is compatible to you so that at least you can talk about things. At least you can agree to disagree. At least you can love and trust each other. You get it?
Right. Right.
Because without trust, there's really no love. Love
No
is a
love.
joke without trust.
Right.
And right now, most women don't trust their men.
Right. Right.
So they don't love their men, but they don't know that. They believe them love the men. But if you cannot
Right.
trust someone, you cannot really love them. Love is trust. Okay?
Right. Right. It's hard to form a relationship nowadays, you know.
It's hard.
It's very hard because most relationships based off of material things. So it's not really easy to find a relationship nowadays.
There's a truth to that too, right? But don't think that way for you though. Okay?
Yeah. Right, right.
Just ask for your mate, your soulmate, and
Right.
she will be there if you ask at the right time.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Your timing is everything.
Everything.
Yes.
Okay.
And also the fact that you can promise that you will be genuine to her, right?
Okay.
Because some people have not made up their minds to be genuine lovers.
Okay.
They're
Okay.
all over the place, right?
Okay.
And there's a daughter here for sure. So your son is a maybe, but your daughter is a must. So you will definitely get a daughter.
Okay, that's good.
You may get a son or a twin of boys, but that's a maybe. But your daughter is
Is a must.
definite, yes.
Okay,
Or
that's
I should
good.
say, lifinitely you'll
Right.
get a daughter.
That's good.
Yes.
That's a blessing. To have a children is a blessing, you know.
To have a child, it is a blessing, right?
Yeah.
You know why it is a blessing? It is a blessing because it is the only way you can come back to life on earth again. Your great grandson will be you. Your great grandfather was you.
Oh,
So we come every 5 generations. If you don't make a baby, you got hell to come back because you don't have no plane ticket, no visa to come back.
oh.
But
So what? Now cut you. So what about the man when I have a child? How him come back?
The man who don't have a child or to have have a godchild. Okay?
Oh,
Or
Okay.
to be there for someone else's child.
okay.
Some people are so stingy, they're not there for nobody's child.
Oh, so it's hard to come back.
Yeah, you're gonna have a child who will have a child, and the next one have a child, and the next one have a child to have you again, or you become a child's godfather and be there for him, right?
Okay.
So that you would book, you would get points in his bloodline, and
Oh.
they let you in.
Oh.
You understand? These are things that are not taught religiously, but that doesn't mean it's not the truth.
Right.
It's just
Right.
that
But
religion don't know everything. Religion only know as far as it is in their teachings.
right. Right. But
But
it's a
there's
blessing to have a child of your own. Yeah. It's a great blessing.
it is a blessing to have a child of your own. It is also a
Great blessing.
blessing to have the kindness to be there for another person's child.
Right. Right.
Sometimes your own child no business with you.
Oh.
Sometimes your own
Right.
child,
Right.
listen, a child may not be there for you depending on his mother,
Yes. Yes.
right?
Right.
Men have it rough, you know,
Yes.
because
Yes.
sometimes women curry favor with the child against the father.
Yes. Right.
And then the child grew up and think the father is a waste of time.
Right.
Having
Right.
no knowledge or memory that the father put him to school because the father was giving the mother the money and she deal with it like it's her money.
Right. Right. Right.
Right? So,
Right.
my brethren, is there anything bugging you right now, bothering you?
No. 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 That's
Good.
very
So
right.
you what is your birth sign?
Sagittarius.
You're Sagittarian?
Right.
Okay, now if the European tell you that you're Sagittarian, them can say what they want. But in the realm of Sankofa, in the African world, we call you Kikuyu. You're from the Kikuyu tribe. It is a tribe out of Kenya, okay?
Right.
Kikuyu is in Kenya. And to go even further, I can tell you that your lucky fruit is a plum.
Plum. Yeah.
You like plums?
Yeah. Yeah.
What kind of
Can call it.
what kind of plum you like?
You know what, like June plum.
But
though.
June plum is not a plum.
June plum is not a
No,
plum.
June plum don't have nothing at all to do with plums. Go and buy a bottle of June plum juice and say it mark. It mark golden apple under the word June plum. It's a golden apple, okay?
Oh.
So June plum, a plum must be so small that you can put 3 in your mouth. You can hardly
Oh.
put 3 June plum in your mouth, right?
Okay.
And in June you can't even get one. So the whole thing is ridiculous. That's a golden apple.
Right.
A plum,
Right.
you have some little red plums and some little hog plums and some little chili plums. Plums, right?
Right.
That's
right.
your thing. If you even feeling sick or so, eat a few plums, you'll just feel much better, right?
Much better.
Yes, it is your fruit. Your birthstone is called turquoise. Turquoise is a beautiful bluish kind of stone. It looks like this, the color of the sky.
Yeah. Right.
Your lucky day is Thursday,
Thursday.
and your lucky herb is a herb called dandelion.
Right.
Do you know dandelion?
No, me always a miss correct it like with them call it something like no, maybe that's something I know it.
Okay.
Coffee, wild coffee. Me always a misunderstand it, wild coffee.
What they call dandelion in Jamaica is really wild coffee.
Right. Me always a misunderstand.
If you parch it, you smell it. But dandelion is a very tiny herb that look like lettuce. It's small like lettuce. Okay.
Yeah, that me here.
You can Google it and see the
Oh.
picture come up. Just ask Google. Google know everybody business. Google
Oh, yeah.
Google will just send you that. All right.
Right. So where you mean which parish you mean you find that in?
You can dandelion may grow up in every parish. It's just that people
Just-
don't know it.
Oh.
It's around. You may jump out your car and decide to urinate, and when you look down, you're peeing on some dandelion.
Oh.
It's right
well,
there beside the road sometime, right?
Well, I'm going with it.
Just Google it, man.
Oh. So,
But don't fool yourself. The wild coffee thing is real helpful too, for the kidneys
Oh.
and all that, right?
Oh. So what
But
health concerns?
you have health concerns?
No, I'm asking if you pick up anything like,
No. It is important for you to pay some attention to your colon, your large intestine, okay?
oh, okay. Like,
You can have intestinal problems. You
yes,
need to drink some boiled oil, the boiled coconut oil.
boil oil and drink it.
Just take a shot of it, like a few spoonfuls every day.
Coconut oil or you buying it from.
No, the one that you make from coconuts.
Oh,
You can buy it, in the market.
oh, coconut oil.
Yeah. Now, you will
Okay.
say that your intestines don't bother you at all, right?
Yeah, I would say that because sometimes mostly like gas and them little things. So yeah, but it's fine.
Listen, something going on in your intestines. I don't know what it is, but I know that the coconut oil will ease that, help get rid of that. Maybe some coal and gas and foolishness, right?
Right, right. Yeah, you have a point, Joe.
And,
Yeah.
drink a lot of aloe vera, what them call single Bible in Jamaica, aloe vera.
Oh, and 30.
Just drink some aloe vera at least once a week.
Right, right. Yeah, you know what you're saying, man. You
All
know what
right?
you're saying.
Apart from
Yeah.
that, you're good. So you take care.
Yeah, you too.
And remember, it is a good thing to thank Almighty God for what you've got. And ask for what you need at your prayer time.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
Blessed. You take it easy
Yeah,
now.
black. Yeah, thanks. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is Wisdom Unveiling. Yes. Now, it is true that this is Black History Month and all that, but we need to be mindful of the things that we do, the foods we eat. There's a lot to be mindful about. But here's a few tips for a beautiful life. Take a 10 to 30-minute walk every day. And while you walk, smile. Sit in silence for at least 10 minutes each day. When you wake up in the morning, remember your purpose in life. Live with the 3 E's: energy, enthusiasm, and empathy. And the 3 F's: faith, family, friends. Spend more time with people over the age of 70 and under the age of 6. Dream more while you are awake. Try and make at least 3 people smile each day. Realize that life is a school and you are here to learn. This attitude will help you to pass all your universal tests. Problems are simply part of the curriculum that appear and fade away like algebra class. But the lessons you learn will last a lifetime. Smile and laugh more. It will keep the energy vampires away. Life isn't fair, but it's still good. Life is too short to waste time hating anyone. Don't take yourself so seriously. No one else does. You don't have to win every argument. Agree to disagree. Make peace with your past so it won't mess up the future. And so it wouldn't mess up the present. Don't compare other people's fortunes with your own. Don't compare your life with others. You have no idea what their journey is all about. Burn your beautiful candles. Use your nice sheets. Don't save it for a special occasion. Today is special. No one is in charge of your happiness except you. Forgive everyone for everything. What other people think of you is none of your business. Time heals almost everything. Give time time. However, good or bad the situation is, trust me, it will change. Your job won't take care of you when you're sick. Your friends will stay in touch. Get rid of anything that is not useful, beautiful, or joyful. The best is yet to come. Believe in love no matter how you feel. Get up, dress up, and show up. Call your family often. Each night before you go to bed, complete the following statements. I am thankful for today and its teachings. I feel accomplished. Remember that you are too blessed to be stressed. Enjoy the ride. Remember that this is not Disney World, and you certainly don't want a fast pass. Make the most of it and enjoy the ride. This, my friend, is wisdom unveiling. Earn and loot, but you have to find the best way to get things done without all the mayhem. But Brother Bob was saying what needed to be said at that time. Some people love to use microwave ovens, not knowing that it is not very safe, for some things. There are certain foods to not microwave, believe you me. Here are some of them. If you want to stay friends with your dinner guests, here is a helpful hint. Do not, I repeat, don't reheat these 10 foods under any circumstances. Did you go to dinner last night? Chances are you brought home the leftovers and they're sitting in your fridge right now. I'm sure some of you would want to microwave it. Anyway, you should know that there are some foods that actually turn poisonous when reheated. Stay tuned to learn what leftovers you are better off eating cold to avoid massive side effects. Let's take a look at mushrooms. Mushrooms. Reheating mushrooms in a microwave or on the stove is a big no-no. They may not look that different after you reheat them, but their composition of protein changes in the microwave. They can also take on a slightly different taste after being reheated. This change in composition can cause you to have an upset stomach, and they also lose their health benefits. If you have leftover mushrooms, pizza, or any other mushroom dish, you're better off eating it cold. Eggs. Similar to mushrooms, eggs are packed with protein that changes once it's reheated. This can mash up your digestive system. In fact, eggs can become toxic when exposed to the microwave's high temperatures. Anyway, if eggs are an ingredient in a dish of yours, microwaving that dish would not necessarily make it toxic. But if you are reheating an omelette or a hard-boiled egg, it can be very harmful to your body. On top of all that, reheated eggs can taste kind of rubbery and bland. However, if you like to live dangerously and have to reheat a previously cooked egg, the Food and Drug Administration advises that the reheated egg must reach an internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Since microwaves distribute heat unevenly, it's best not to reheat them that way. It's better to heat them back up in a frying pan. The FDA also said that microwaving raw eggs in their shell instead of boiling them can also be pretty dangerous. But not because of what they do to your stomach. They can actually explode after you take them out of the microwave, my friend, making them a major burn risk. Oh, rice. A bowl of leftover rice seems harmless, right? Wrong. Eating reheated rice can make your system sick, but it depends more on how it was prepared in the first place. If the rice was not washed before being cooked, it could contain spores of bacteria. Even if the rice is cooked, boiling water will not kill the bacteria. After the rice cools off at room temperature, its bacteria spores will multiply, and reheating it just keeps the bacteria alive. The longer it sat at room temperature, the more likely it is to contain harmful bacteria. If you dare to microwave and eat reheated rice, you risk getting a nasty bout of vomiting and diarrhea that could last between 1 and 5 hours. Another item we want to talk about is breast milk. Or even formula. You sometimes can reheat regular milk, but breast milk should be kept out of the microwave. Many moms like to pump breast milk and store it in the freezer, which can be a total lifesaver on trips or if you are leaving the baby with a babysitter. However, when it is time to reheat the frozen breast milk, you should never heat it in a microwave because the uneven distribution of heat can create hot spots in the milk, which could seriously burn the poor baby who drinks it. Additionally, carcinogens can also rear their ugly heads. That is poisons, when you reheat breast milk in a plastic bottle or container. According to the FDA, you should first thaw the milk or formula and then reheat it in a pot over the stove. You could also submerge the frozen bottle of breast milk in hot tap water and let it thaw that way if it is very cold or frozen. Now let's talk about chicken and processed meat. Just like mushrooms, reheating chicken could change the food's protein compounds and make you very sick, unlike other meat. Like beef, chicken contain a high amount of protein, which makes reheating it in a microwave a bad idea. If you do dare to reheat a chicken breast or leg, make sure to set your microwave to a lower temperature and heat for a longer time than you would other foods. It is said that well cooked chicken is good chicken. Chicken is not the only meat that presents a danger to your health when reheated in the microwave. Processed meats also contain chemicals and additives so that they can last longer on supermarket shelves. When you microwave a lot of these processed meats, they can experience chemical changes like oxidized cholesterol. According to research published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry, the cholesterol oxidation that occurs after the reheating of processed meats has been connected to cases of coronary heart disease. If you're not sure if the meat you are eating is processed, it is probably better to be on the side of caution and eat it cold the next day. Chop it up and put it in a cold salad. Your body will thank you. Now let's look at potatoes. Irish potatoes. Have you ever brought home some leftover fries from a night out at a restaurant with friends? You may want to eat them next morning, but you're better off to eat them cold because reheating potatoes can be toxic. Similar to rice, it's all about what you do with them once they are cooked. If you place cooked potatoes directly in the fridge, hot, after cooking, it's probably safe to reheat them next day. However, if they sit at room temperature for a while after they are prepared, they are more likely to develop a rare bacteria known as botulism. This bacteria can multiply if the potatoes are left out at room temperature for too long. So unless you put on the hot potatoes in the fridge, unless you put them in the fridge hot, in an airtight container just after cooking it, you had better not reheat them. Next, let's talk about celery, spinach, and beets. What does these three foods all have in common besides being the most anti-junk foods ever? They all have a high concentration of nitrates. Nitrates are a big deal because if you reheat foods that contains nitrates, you need to know that nitrates turns into carcinogenic nitrites, which is poison, a poisonous chemical. When reheated, this can be seen in spinach that is heated, cooled down, and then reheated. According to the European Food Information Council, nitrites can prevent your blood's hemoglobin from carrying necessary oxygen throughout your body. It is important to note that while these nitrites are dangerous for adults, they are incredibly dangerous for babies from 0 to 6 months. If they do ingest foods with nitrites, they are most likely to develop what they call in Europe blue baby syndrome, which can be fatal. A lot of babies die this way every year, especially in Europe. There are a lot of things that are unsafe to reheat in a microwave, according to Dr. Timothy Jorgensen, an associate professor of radiation therapy at Georgetown University. Anything with a sharp tip can spark a fire in a microwave, like a toothpick. So before you stick a leftover sandwich in a microwave, don't forget to remove any toothpicks the restaurant may have stuck in it to hold it together. Along with items with sharp tips, metal is a big no-no when it comes to microwave cooking. Putting any aluminum foil, metal, or silverware into a microwave can start a deadly electrical fire. This, my friend, is very true. So, while we want to enjoy our foods, we need to know the danger of enjoying it, preparing it the wrong way. That is serious. Very serious indeed. Yes. Let's return to our phone lines now. Those of you who would like to call me, you certainly can. Anyway, before I go there, why is the Battle of Adwa so important to African history? It is important because it's one of the greatest victories in the history of warfare anywhere in the world, and more so against white supremacy and imperialism. In the 19th century, European countries colonized the entire African continent. They met at the Berlin Conference in Germany from November 1884 to February 1885. And they sliced up the entire continent like a piece of cake between Britain, Italy, Spain, France, Belgium, you name it. And then Italy came to try and take its so-called colonial possession, Ethiopia. Now, before the commander-in-chief left Rome, General Arresta Manatia Borotium promised the king of Italy, King Abato, that he would bring back Emperor Menelik II in a cage so he could be displayed at the zoo. He was so confident and feisty. This notion of white supremacy really made them believe that Africans are basically savages, backward, and less than men. There's no way that any African army could withstand the might of a European army. No way. So, to their shock, the Battle of Adwa on March the 1st, 1896 lasted no more than 6 hours. Never before in the history of warfare had the white race been beaten so soundly. Never had they seen such swordsmanship in all their lives. Imagine being attacked by warriors who could, most of them, throw a fruit, a grapefruit, an orange or an apple in the air and cut it up in 7 equal pieces before it landed on the ground. This was the result of the skilled training our swordmen had received from childhood. And we had thousands of them, thousands of men with spears who run with unimaginable speed, and their spears never missed the enemy. Then the high priest who guarded the famous Ark of the Covenant summoned a huge swarm of killer bees from as far away as Zaire to join the battle. And those bees only killed those raw-smelling Italians who died after howling in severe pain based on their venomous attack. The Ethiopians killed over 3,000 Italian soldiers, captured another 3,000. General Bartalium himself fled from the battle scene. The Ethiopians killed 2 generals. They captured 1 general and marched them back to Addis Ababa, the capital of Ethiopia, which, by the way, was founded and named by Empress Taitu, the wife of Emperor Menelik. And Taitu herself was on the front line with over 6,000 warriors, both male and female, at her command. They made the 3,000 prisoners of war captives. The tables were turned. Now they made them work for many, many months under African supervision. So now you have Europeans tasting how it feels to work under slave-like conditions, being ordered and commanded by Africans. Italy paid millions in reparations. And then the captives were released. Now, this is not taught widely in the European history books because it would explore the myth of white dominance and European superiority, that Africans are inferior, and no way could Africans defeat Europeans in armed battle or any strategic warfare. In fact, some of the accounts were absolutely preposterous. At the time of the battle or after the battle, some of the magazines in Europe claimed that Ethiopians were actually Europeans. So the Italians had lost against other Europeans who just happened to live in Ethiopia. Yeah, right. At that time, imagine that. That is why the history and the legacy is important, to empower our people so they never forget who we are and our great capabilities. It is, in fact, truly empowering. From our own truthful perspective. Now, let me give you a few African proverbs. These proverbs are handed down from our elders for thousands of years. It says, do not look where you fell, but where you slipped. Do not look where you fell, but look where you slipped. Do not look at what happened to you alone. Look at what you've done to make it happen, so that it wouldn't happen again. Another one says, if there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm. And so the biggest harm done to a human being is what he does to himself. The enemy within. It could be our habits. It could be people who we really trust. We expect the enemy to be outside, but we don't expect the one that is inside. No matter how hot your anger is, it cannot cook yams. Well, simply means keep your anger down. It is no use, really. No use you get all angry. Relax. Control yourself. Because no matter how hot your anger is, it's a waste of time. Useless. You can't even cook yams. Don't procrastinate, or you will be left in between doing something, having something, and being nothing. A chattering bird builds no nest. So a chattering bird is just wasting time. He needs to be bringing straw in his beak. He don't have time to making sounds. Bring the straw and build your nest. A chattering bird builds no nest. Some people talk a lot. Talk. They achieve nothing. Because they talk too much when they could be doing something. Those who end up accomplishing great things pay attention to little ones. So those who end up accomplishing great things pay attention to the simple things of life. That is why they conquer the big things. There's no elephant that complains about the weight of its trunk. No elephant is burdened by the weight of its tusks. If you're building a house and a nail breaks, do you stop building or do you change the nail? You always learn a lot more when you lose than when you win. When you lose, you look good at what you've done, how you've lost, and perhaps, just perhaps, you never lose again. Because maybe you never gamble again. But if you gamble and win, you're sure to gamble again because it's sweet to you, right? Then you lose big time. Madness does not govern a country. Discussion does. So rulers, leaders, peoples need to come together and talk about the crisis, talk about what's happening. That's how we govern the country, by discussing the issues at hand, not by staying mad, going mad, and doing mad things. The pillar of the world is hope. It is better to walk than curse the road. If your only tool is a hammer, you will see every problem as a nail. This one says, the earth is a beehive. We all enter by the same door. I don't understand that one. This one says, if you damage the character of another, you damage your own. When they are experts, where they are experts, there will be no lack of learners. If you see that a tongue respects a calf, then cut the grass and feed it. Between true friends, even water drunk together is sweet enough. Between true friends, even water they drink together is sweet enough. Wow. Now, people who are true friends can have a very simple meal together, and it could be the most glorious occasion. People who are enemies could have the greatest meal together, but it's a sad, bitter occasion. And they can't even digest it because everybody's scared of everybody, what everybody will do, and wonder if they're not getting poisoned. Affairs of the home should not be discussed in the public square. That is true. It's not people's business. A friend is someone who knows the song in your heart and can sing it back to you when you have forgotten the words. Wow, that's a good friend. Milk and honey have different colors, but they share the same house peacefully. Milk and honey have different colors, but they share the same house peacefully. So, someone who is like milk, maybe a European, someone who's like honey, maybe an African, even though they have different colors, if both of them heart is right with God, if both of them are godly, loving, and kind, yes, they could even share a life together peacefully. To be without a friend is to be poor indeed. No matter how rich you are, if you don't have a friend, I don't see how you could be happy, really. If relatives help each other, what evil can hurt them? An army of sheep led by a lion can defeat an army of lions led by a sheep. So leadership is very important. Very, very important. An army of sheep led by a lion can defeat an army of lions led by a sheep. Oh my gosh. Telling a secret to an unworthy person is like carrying grain in a bag with a hole in it. Because you tell them your secret, then tell everybody, right? Return to old watering holes for more than water. Friends and dreams are there to meet you. You know, when I traveled to place of my growing up, I could be away for any amount of years, but I would go to a spring. And it wouldn't be long before some other brethren show up that haven't seen me for 1,000 years. And oh my gosh, it is glorious. We haven't seen each other for so long. And perhaps, just perhaps, that's the last place we met anyway. It's beautiful. If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. Dine with a stranger, but save your love for your family. Yeah, I like that. When the shepherd comes home in peace, the milk is sweet. If you think you are too small to make a difference, you haven't spent the night with a mosquito, my brethren. If you think you are too small to make a difference, you have not spent the night with a mosquito. I tell you, a mosquito can make you bawl. One mosquito can make you bawl. And look how tiny him is. We have not inherited this land from our ancestors. No, rather, we have borrowed it from our children. So treat the land properly so you can pass on something good to the next generation. When an old man dies, a library burns to the ground. However, however far the stream flows, it never forgets its source. Show me your friend, and I will show you your character. When brothers fight to the death, a stranger inherits their father's estate. When brothers fight to the death, a stranger come and inherit their father's estate. So these are two idiots who killed each other over the estate, and stranger come take it because I'm gone. A family is like a forest. When you're outside, it is dense. When you're inside, you see that each tree has its place. Cross the river in a crowd and a crocodile won't eat you. Sticks in a bundle are unbreakable. You know, if you cross a river as a crowd of people, the crocodile them run away, you know. There's strength in numbers. If you cross the river by yourself, X amount of crocodiles may want food from you and just eat you. A mother cannot give birth to something bigger than herself. A mother cannot give birth to something bigger than herself. How gently glides the married life away when she who rules still seems but to obey. A woman's polite devotion is her greatest beauty. If you marry a monkey for his money, the money will go away, but the monkey will stay the same. He that has never traveled thinks that his mother is the only good cook in the world. A diamond does not lose its value due to lack of admiration. So, if you're like a diamond and people don't admire you, don't worry, you still have your value. Just know that you're a diamond, right? An old woman is always uneasy when dry bones are mentioned in a proverb. When a bitter woman takes over the house, the family she rules is doomed. Wow. If you educate a man, you educate one person. If you educate a woman, you educate the whole family. If men swear that they want to harm you when you are asleep, you can go to sleep. If women say so, stay awake. Because women more serious than men, I can tell you that. A home without a woman is like a barn without a cow. When sleeping women wake, they move mountains. Not everyone who chased the zebra caught it, but he who caught it chased it. Like him really chased it. If you are filled with pride, then you will have no room for wisdom. People who are super proud, wisdom sounds so stupid to them. Them can't learn from nobody because them don't know. Yeah. A bird that flies off the earth and lands in an anthill is still on the ground. A spider's cobweb isn't only its bed, it's also its food trap. A cutting word is worse than a knife. A cut may heal, but the cut of the tongue does not. That's why we must be careful how we speak to people, so we don't hurt them or they hurt us verbally, because word sound is power. Wisdom is like a boadab tree. No single individual can embrace it, A board tree is a very big tree. You can't put your hands right around it. That's like wisdom. It's vast. A low class man will just talk. Deeds are the hallmark of a quality man. So the quality man, he does something. The low class man just chats. There are no shortcuts to the top of the palm tree. You got to climb it. By the time the fool has learned the game, the players have dispersed. The man have gone home. One who has to yet learn to walk cannot climb a ladder. When a needle falls into a well, many people will look into the well, but only a few will be ready to go down after it. It is better to be poor when one is young rather than becoming poor at old age. Even the king of the forest, the lion, protects himself against flies. No person is born great. Great people become great when others are sleeping. So get up while people are sleeping and do some work. Write your poetry, write your songs, be creative. Yeah, late in the night, that is when the creative juices are flowing. A roaring lion kills no game. Keeping too much noise, man. Chase away all the other animals so he don't get none to eat. The chicken that can dig for food will not sleep hungry at all. Crawling on your hands and knees has never prevented any person from walking upright. One who possesses much wisdom has it in the heart, not on the lips. One may have 2 legs, but that does not mean one can climb 2 trees at the same time. A wise man who knows the proverbs of the land reconciles difficulties. A bird does not change its feathers because the weather is bad. One who is willing to bathe with cold water doesn't feel the cold. It is the crooked wood that can show the best sculptor. This is very true. A person who carves wood, if you get a wood that bent up and crooked, when him finish with that, it is one piece out of this world. During times of peace in the country, the chief does not carry a shield. Any man who pays respect to the great paves his own way for greatness. A great leader is an ordinary person with extraordinary wisdom. In a moment of crisis, the wise build bridges and the foolish build dams. Advice is like a stranger. It has welcome. He stays for the night. So advice is like a stranger. If he's welcome, he stays for the night. He leaves the same day. God has created lands with lakes and beautiful rivers for man to live, and the white desert so that he can find his soul. A hyena does not change its spots, even if it moves to a different forest. In other words, negative people display the same behavior wherever they go. Do not blame God for creating the tiger. Just thank him for not giving the tiger wings. Knowledge without wisdom is just like water in the sand. He who knows not one thing knows another. If you pick up one end of a stick, you also pick up the other. He who's destined for power does not have to fight for it. No matter how much the world changes, cats will never lay eggs. Don't call the forest that shelters you a jungle. A flea can trouble a lion much more than a lion can trouble a flea. If you offend, then ask for a pardon. If offended, forgive. Even as the archer loves the arrow that flies, so too he loves the bow that remains constant in his hands. The only time you will see a quiet snake is when it has swallowed another snake. A healthy person who keeps begging for food is an insult to a generous farmer. He who burns down his house would know that ashes cost a fortune. Anyone who urinates in a stream should be warned, because any of his relatives may drink from the water down the stream. When the roots of a majestic tree begin to decay, it spreads death to the branches. Parents give birth to the body of their children, but not always to their characters. A child is like an axe. Even if it hurts you, you still carry it on your shoulder. When you follow in the path of your father, you learn to walk like him. The laughter of a child lights up the house. Everybody loves a fool, but nobody wants him for a son. The words of the elders do not lock all the doors. They leave the right door open. If a child washes his hands, he could eat with kings. A debt between children born by the same mother is paid in a clever way. Instruction in youth is like engraving in stone. Ugliness with good character is better than beauty. There is no beauty but the beauty of action. No matter how beautiful and well crafted a coffin might look, it will not make anyone wish for death. The skin of the leopard is beautiful, but not his heart. There's always a winner, even in a monkey's beauty contest. Three things cause sorrow to flee: water, green trees, and a beautiful face. The one who loves an unsightly person is the one who makes him beautiful. The most beautiful mango may contain a worm. There are many colorful flowers on the path of life, but the prettiest have the sharpest thorns. Like roses, have some serious marker. Birds sing not because they have answers, but because they have songs. Anyone who sees beauty and does not look at it will soon be poor. Try this bracelet. If it fits you, wear it. But if it hurts you, throw it away, no matter how much it sparkles. It's those ugly caterpillars that turn into beautiful butterflies after seasons. Beautiful discourse and inspiring conversations are rarer than emeralds, yet it can be found among the servant girls at the grindstones. If there's character, ugliness becomes beauty. If there's none, beauty becomes ugliness. Despite the beauty of the moon, sun, and the stars, the sky also has the threatening thunder and striking lightning. Until the lions have their historians, tales of the hunt shall always glorify the hunter. It is only a stupid cow that would rejoice at the news that he will be taken to a beautiful slaughterhouse. Although the snake does not fly, it has caught the bird who dominates the sky. Judge not your beauty by the number of people who look at you, but rather by the number of people who smile at you. Love is like a baby. It needs to be treated tenderly. Do not call to a dog with a whip in your hand. When you help a child to love, what you help a child to love can be more important than what you help him to learn. What you help a child to love can be more important than what you help him to learn. One does not love if one does not accept others the way they are. If you don't accept people the way they are, you don't really love no one. You have to love people, accept them the way they are. That is where love begins. If love is a sickness, patience is the remedy. To love someone who does not love you is like shaking a tree to make the dewdrops fall. Love, like rain, does not choose the grass on which it falls. Don't try to make someone hate the person he loves, for he will go on loving, but he will hate you. Let your love be like the misty rain, coming softly but flooding the river. You can't hate the roots of a tree and not hate the tree. You can't hate Africa and not hate yourself. Only a fool tests the depth of a river with both feet. How easy it is to defeat people who do not kindle fire for themselves. When you sit, when you're old, where you sit when you're old shows where you stood when you were a youth. Where you sit when you are old shows where you stood when you were a youth. Though the lion and the antelope happen to live in the same forest, the antelope still has time to grow up. Do not spend an evening in a house if you can't spend the night. The best way to eat an elephant in your path is to cut him up into little pieces. You must attend to your business with the vendor in the market and not to the noise of the market. Ears that do not listen to advice, accompanying the head when it is chopped off. Once you have been attacked by a buffalo, a black ox looks like a buffalo. If you close your eyes to facts, you will learn through accidents. No one become wealthy because they broke a holiday. And there's no one who gained weight because they broke a fast. He who thinks he is leading and has no one following him is only taking a walk. Knowledge is like a garden. If it is not cultivated, it cannot be harvested. Other people's wisdom prevents the king from being called a fool. He who beats the drum for the madman to dance is no better than the madman himself. The big game often appears when the hunter have given up the hunt for the day. So don't give up. The king who shuts his eyes when there is a famine in the land will soon see his ancestors. That means somebody's going to kill him. You do not teach the paths of the forest to an old gorilla. If two wise men always agree, then there's no need for one of them. Even the best dancer on the stage must retire sometime. Wood already touched by fire is not hard to set alight. To agree, to have dialogue, is the beginning of a peaceful resolution. The rainmaker who does not know what he is doing will be found out by the lack of clouds. No matter how tall your grandfather was, you have to do your own growing, son. We desire to bequeath two things to our children. The first one is roots, the other is wings. A baby cannot be heard crying in his mother's womb. By crawling, a child learns to stand. When you show the moon to a child, it sees only your finger. A young bird does not sing until it hears the old ones. It is the duty of children to wait on elders and not the elders to wait on children. Counsel and advise him. If he refuses to listen, then let adversity teach him. A doctor who invokes a storm on his people cannot prevent his own house from destruction. The day before yesterday and yesterday aren't the same as today. When the village chief himself goes around inviting people to a meeting, know there's something wrong with the system. Make some money, it said, but don't let money make you. And finally, when I think of the other people's misfortunes, I forget my own misfortunes. Remember, no matter how rough it is with you, it's really even rougher for somebody else. This, my friend, is wisdom unveiling. We are to examine the state of our people. We have to look at the treatment meted out to our men. You know, Mother's Day is a big day. Father's Day is not necessarily much to look upon. That speaks volumes. Most people don't pay Father's Day any mind, really. Mother's Day is a big thing. Big thing. No, we're not envying mothers. Mothers deserve that. But there's something going on with our males. Now listen carefully. Let's look at the plight of father in our communities. In these few years we have spent on this terrestrial divide called Earth, we have seen how life treats our men. We mean some men, not all men, especially in their old age. We have seen how men labor and sweat throughout their youthful lives for their wives and children. And we've seen how many men, not all as we have said earlier, ended up either through their own carelessness or a conspiracy of the woman and children involved in this situation. Let us start this narrative with one observation of how men are often unappreciated by their children. A child asks his dad for $1,000. The father asks him, "What do you need the money for?" After some consideration, the father promised to provide the amount. However, that night before heading to work, the father could not sleep because he realized that's all the money he had left. Looking at it, as the head of the house, he had to take care of all the children. He was under so much pressure on how he himself would survive the rest of the week with only $100. As the father, he had to meet his responsibility in the morning. So he called the child and handed him $900, leaving himself with only $100 to manage his household for the rest of the week. The child was upset. He expressed his dissatisfaction, complaining about how he needed $1,000 and his father only gave him 900. He reluctantly thanked his father, who was left with just $100 to manage the week. Observing the whole affair from a corner, the mother called the child to her room and provided him with the remaining $100. He became very happy, saying he had the best mother in the world. He did not remember that his father had already given him 900. This is how most children treat their fathers. They don't see their contributions. These are some of the challenges fathers go through in life. My friend, as you work hard to train your children and make your wife proud, don't forget to take care of yourself. Don't forget to have something for yourself and your old age. May you not be begging your children for food to eat in your old age. You can imagine how some women demonize fathers once the children start working. When the father retires, the son, when he comes to visit his parents, his poor father is given maybe $5,000 in front of the mother, while the mother pulls the son into the kitchen or to her bedroom and collect maybe 50 times what the father gets. And the father doesn't even know what the mother gets. Once the child drives off, the father is told to bring money again to buy sugar for tea, or he will drink sugarless tea. These are some of the reasons why most men die early. The reason this happens to men is because we do not show that we are the ones taking care of these responsibilities. When we are young, we don't attend PTA meetings, let the children know that their father pays the school fees and attend their special occasions too. When you return from work in the evening, buy your children gifts and give it to them yourself. Ask for their Christmas needs and give your wife the money in the presence of the children. When we don't do this, the children always feel fathers are useless, that fathers don't do anything at all. This is a secret we want to share with you. Old age could be very lonely and agonizing for men who did not plan ahead and become a kind of liability to your children at old age. May your children not wish you dead when they cannot take care of you. If you want to live a happy old age, build businesses, preferably in properties or agriculture that will feed you in your old age. Build friendships and goodwill that will serve you in your old age. Right now, my brother, listen to me and start to be relevant in your church and community. Be relevant in your church and community so that you can be remembered in your old age. Remember that women can be jumping from one son's house to another daughter's house. Not the same for men. Can I tell you the truth? You are a stranger in that family you call yours today. That house you struggle to build, or both, is not yours. It's for your wife and children. A man is like a tractor that builds a road, does it nicely. Then when the road is completed, they bring a low loader and carry the tractor away, claiming it will spoil the road it built. That tractor is never allowed to step on that road it built. The same is the case for men. They deny themselves, get loans, wear tattered clothes, and don't eat properly because they want to see their children through high school and university. When the children are old enough and they don't depend on their father anymore, the attention of most children shifts to their mothers. Sometimes these mothers poison their minds against their fathers, telling the children, look here, I was the one who took care of you. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have gone to college. I sold all my valuable things to send you to school and college. Your father was only interested in alcohol, or he was going from woman to woman and giving them all his money that he should have spent on you. Now look at that. It's the same analogy. The tractor that made the road is now being carried away. Listen to me carefully, because this, my friend, is wisdom unveiling. Now, this narrative was written by someone I don't know. I found it on YouTube. But it speaks volumes of what's happening to man. It says a lot of what's happening to our men. I grew up and see these things happening. I grew up and I remember my grandfather, he was a carpenter. He probably one of the best carpenters of all time. He built a wonderful house for grandma and himself and their 7 or so children. But as he became older, he was totally irrelevant. I don't have a family member who have a picture of this man. I don't have a family member who have a picture of grandfather. Think about that. Nobody remembers grandfather. Nobody ever speak about him. And the man was such a nice brethren. And I see that man being handled ridiculously bad by children that he would bleed for. I see that man being beaten by his wife. Beaten because he drank a jelly coconut off her tree. Because when she was planting those trees, he dropped a remark and say, he don't know when those trees will ever bear because those trees take forever to bear. And she made it her duty to tell him when those trees grow up, if she ever see him drink one, she gonna murder him with lick. And she catch him one day. The first and only jelly he drink after those trees were tall in the air, taller than the house. Years had gone by. And she beat him. And I was a little boy. The only thing I could do is cry. And all her children stood up there and watched Grandpa getting a beating. And not once says Grandma, stop, that is enough. And I feel that. And as I grow older, I see the plight of men. I see what men have done. Men have made their mistakes, yes. They have hurt women's feelings in many ways. But you see, when the women ready for them just team up with the children. And the children's minds is poison against their father. At the end of the day, he have a big family, but he dies alone in grief. Give your children what you have for them. Don't give it to someone to give them. You give them yourself. Do not disrespect their mother because they are going to take sides with their mother if they see her in grief. Treat their mother wisely and properly. but give them what you have to give them yourself. In that way, in their minds, you remain relevant always. Whether you're old or whether you're middle aged or young, you remain relevant. This, my friend, is the only way forward for our people. Indeed, it is wisdom unveiling. A 36-year-old billionaire shares 12 rules from men. Rule number 1: never go back to a woman who cheated. Don't do it. Never. Treat her with respect. Treat her properly, but don't go back with her. Period. Rule number 2: never shake a hand sitting down. Don't sit down and shake people's hands. Stand, look them in the eye and shake their hand. These are the ways of the billionaires. Number 3: never go broke trying to impress others. Don't do that. Number 4: if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. So you must find a way where money can be generated even when you're home sleeping. You're making money. Find that route. It is the way out of poverty. Number 5, always have the ambition to be better. Study what you can. Seek knowledge, seek wisdom. Behave yourself. Leave bad habits alone. Always have the ambition to be better. Number 6, protect whoever is behind you and respect who is beside you. Number 7, don't beg for a relationship. Don't do that. Number 8, work out for at least 4 times a week. Get proper exercise. Please, it is extremely important. Number 9, if you are not invited, don't ask to go. If you're not invited, don't ask to go. Number 10, dress well, no matter the occasion. Even if you just go in at the corner store, dress properly. Always look your best. Always. Number 11, listen. And most of all, make eye contact. Listen to people when they talk to you. Look them in the eyes. Listen. Number 12, find multiple ways to make money. You wouldn't do well just making money one way. You must have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different ways to make money. That's the key to being rich. King Ahmed of the Ottoman Empire went to war. He locked his wife, the beautiful queen, in a private room and gave the key to his best friend, Musa, and said, Musa, if I am not back in 4 days, open the room and she's yours, my brethren. He climbed on his horse and galloped off toward the battlefield. Half an hour later, the king noticed a cloud of dust behind him. He stopped and saw his friend galloping very fast after him. What's wrong? Asked the king. Out of breath, his friend Musa responded, My lord, you've given me the wrong key. What? Can you imagine? He didn't even wait for the said 4 days before trying the keys. Now here's the lesson the king learned from that. Be careful with the people you consider your best friends and who you entrust with your hard-earned treasure. They can be wishing you dead soon and hopefully inherit your God-given fortune. What a thing, man. What a thing. Yes, chant down Babylon. Here's a universal lesson. Today is the present. It's a present, it's a gift, so let's open it and enjoy it. Life today is ours. Let's live it. To get rid of stress, no doubt, a song can help. Let's sing it. And peace is precious and dearly needed, so let's bring it. The past is gone, my friend. Don't live in it. Our work is in the here and now. Let's do it. Our thoughts and expectations have been programmed wrongly. Let's right it. Yes, the battle is hard, but let's fight it. The road is tough. Life is complicated and rough. Let's clear it. The future is vast, my friend, but don't fear it. We have ideas that could help each other. Let's share it. Is faith really asleep? Let's wake it. Because today is ours. Let's take it. Nature has given us tools. Let's not forsake it. Are you worried about your future? It is what you make of it. Wisdom is a tree full of ripe fruit. Just climb it and shake it. This, my friend, is wisdom unveiling. It is important to understand that most people don't sleep well. Some people work at night and they don't get much sleep at night. But day sleeping doesn't have the power of night sleep. But the big question is, what time should you sleep? Is there a best time to sleep? Now, there's a saying that sleeping early and waking up early is good for your health. How true is that? Is it all right to sleep late and wake up late then? Well, you actually have an amazing biological clock ticking inside your body. It is perfectly precise. It helps to regulate your various body functions, including your sleeping time. From 11 p.m. to 3 a.m., most of your blood circulation concentrate in your liver. Your liver gets large and larger when filled with more blood. This is an important time when your body undergoes a detoxification process. Your liver neutralizes and breaks down body toxins accumulated throughout the day. However, if you don't sleep at this time, your liver cannot carry out this detoxification process smoothly. Now, if you sleep at 11 p.m., you have a full 4 hours to detoxify your body. If you sleep at 12 midnight, you have 3 hours. If you sleep at 1 o'clock in the night, you have 2 hours. And if you sleep at 2 o'clock, you have only 1 hour to detoxify. And what if you sleep after 3? Unfortunately, you won't have any time to actually detoxify your body. If you continue this practice, these toxins will accumulate in your body over time. And you know what could happen next? A lot of bad things can happen next. What if you sleep late and wake up late? Have you tried going to bed very late at night? Did you realize you feel very tired the next day, no matter how much you slept? Sleeping late and waking up late is indeed very bad for your health. Besides not having enough time to detoxify your body, you'll miss out other important body functions too. From 3 a.m. to 5 a.m., most blood circulation concentrates in your lungs. What should you do at this moment? Well, you should exercise and breathe in fresh air, take in good energy into your body, preferably in a garden. At this time, the air is very fresh with lots of beneficial ions. 5 a.m. to 7 a.m., most blood circulation concentrates in your large intestine. What should you do at this time? You should go to the toilet, my friend. Pass out all unwanted waste matter from your large intestine. Prepare your body to absorb more nutrients throughout the day. From 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., most blood circulation concentrates in your stomach. What should you do at this moment? Have your breakfast. This is your most important meal in the day. Make sure you have all the required nutrients from your breakfast. Not having breakfast causes lots of health problems for you in the future. That's the way to start your day. No wonder why people living in villages and farms are healthier. They sleep early and wake up early as they follow their natural biological clock. If you follow this, you're sure to feel fresher and more energetic all the day long. This, my friend, is true. And this is wisdom unveiling. Greetings.
Good night, King.
Yeah, how you do?
Okay, so far,
Okay, how can we help?
mine a card reading.
Let's do it. Call any number that come to mind between 1 and 10.
7,
Come again.
4,
Come again.
3,
Come again.
8,
Come again.
10, 6,
Come again.
5.
That's it. When is your birthday?
The 18th of March, 55.
March 18.
Yeah, 55.
You know, by being born in the 18th day, you may always have problems with some family members, you know.
Yeah, for real. That is real.
18 is a number that bring on family quarrels and violent fights. This number contains the power to break up your family life. So be on your guard. Watch everything carefully. Avoid the peril by good, cool judgment and self-control, even while standing firmly for justice and rights. 18 is a number of genius and insanity too, so choose which you will have and be very watchful, okay?
Yes, yes.
What is your birth sign?
I think it's guava.
No, your birth sign.
Birth
You're born the
sign.
18th of what?
That Thursday.
The 18th of what? What month?
The 18th of March.
Okay, so you're Pisces?
Right.
Okay, so your African tribe, according to African astrology, is Zulu.
Okay.
And yes, your lucky fruit is a guava, right?
Right.
Your birthstone is an amethyst. Beautiful stone. Expensive too. Your lucky day is Thursday.
Right.
And your lucky herbs is a herb called chamomile.
Okay.
Or one called feverfew. If you combine the two together, they get rid of stress, they get rid of migraine headaches, right?
Okay.
Do you ever get headaches at all?
Well, very seldom, you know.
Okay. Now, what is your age now?
67 going 68 now.
All right. You're getting up there.
Yes, really.
Your very first card is called Love, though. You love anyone? Anybody love you? You have any lover?
Well, I'd want, but he's not around at the moment, Sometimes on and go, come and go, come and go.
You had a lover who loved you and don't love you and then loved you again and then don't love you? Really?
Yeah, come and go, come and go.
So, what year were you born?
I'm born 18 of March 1955.
5'5". So you're born in the year of the sheep. We call you Hakizimana. You're a Hakizimana person, okay?
Oh, okay.
And this lover that come and go, when is her birthday?
The 27th of December.
What year?
1960.
Okay. Well, she is a Bassi. She's born the year of the rat, right?
Okay.
You're not very compatible.
Yeah, I realize that.
It can work, but she will talk a lot, and it may irritate you.
Yes.
When you really want to be at peace with yourself,
Yes. Okay.
And a good woman, though, but you're not compatible.
Yes. I realize that.
Yeah. Sometimes she will question everything you do.
Right, that is true.
And that may upset you a lot because every man wants a woman who will trust him.
Yes.
And it's the hardest thing to find right now because most women you meet nowadays, they don't trust nobody.
Yeah, no king.
And if they cannot trust, then they cannot love. They are damaged.
Yes.
They're damaged sometimes because what other men do to them. Sometimes they're damaged because what them heard other men do to other women.
Right.
It's ridiculous. So a man is not given a chance, man.
No. The jokes. That is true, man.
And then your whole life become agony when it should have been nice, right?
Oh, gracious. That's true. That's true.
There's a son here. You have any sons?
Yeah, that's son. What you mean, Aruba?
You have a son?
Yes, I get one.
He's all
one son and 4 daughters.
Yes, man. He's all the way over in Aruba. Does he contact you?
Yes.
Good, because
times.
this shows that he's gonna come into money,
Okay.
He's gonna have some serious money down the road.
Okay.
There's another card called the Wheel of Fortune. It's the luckiest card in the deck. Suggests that you may win the lottery or end up having some property that only God knows how you so blessed to get something like that. Right?
Okay.
And there's another card here now, and it shows a daughter. How much daughters you have?
4.
Well, one of them may be military minded. In other words, she could become police, soldier, security,
Okay.
Very strong-willed woman.
Oh, yeah. Okay, then.
I don't know which one it is, but it's one of them.
Okay.
And there's a card here called the Hangman, suggesting that you need to eat properly. You need to eat more greens,
Okay, yes.
Get some good exercise.
Okay.
Pay some attention to your health, okay?
Yes, okay.
And you have another card here now, and it's the King with the Sword. Now, this particular card shows that you have to be careful of your friends.
Okay.
Because the police may be watching one of your friends. In other words, one of your friends can bring trouble to your door.
Okay.
So be careful with them.
Oh, yes.
Okay?
Yes, okay.
And finally you have a card of Justice, which means that if you're not careful, then because of that particular friend, you can find yourself in court.
Okay.
You don't need to be caught up in the justice system.
Yes.
That's like the gates of hell, right?
Yeah, I know that.
So you need to be very cautious. Do not accept anything to keep for anyone because it may be something stolen,
Right.
This year is a year where you have to be on your P's and Q's.
Okay.
It's a very serious year for the sheep, okay?
Oh, yes.
It is the year of the dragon.
Okay.
And I'm telling you.
Yeah, I understand.
Big things will happen this year, both good and bad, so make sure you're on the right side of the law.
Right.
So what is really bothering you?
Well, I like a little things, but, I would have to call you off the air for a little.
Well, you can get me easy off the air. You don't know the number, right?
Yeah, yeah, I didn't know about
Yeah, man. 876-844-2295. Yeah.
Yeah, I did call it last week. Anyway.
There you go. Now hold on. Think about your future and call any number that come to your mind.
Okay. 65.
65 is a holy number, you know. Do you pray?
A lot. Pray a lot.
You pray a lot. How? You pray what times?
Well, sometimes going to bed, I know my prayer time is from 1 to 3. Yes, you tell me that already.
Well, if you know your prayer time, pray at your prayer time.
Yes. Well, I go and continue. And every morning that I wake,
Yeah, your prayer time is like knowing God's phone number for you.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Most people are of the opinion that you can pray anytime. Of course you can.
Yes.
But if you really want serious attention,
right,
pray at your prayer time.
Yeah. With anger again, to forget that, you should turn.
All right, let me give it to you back again. All right? The year that you're born, what year is that again? 55, you said?
Right.
All right, hold on a minute. Let's get it right, because that one can be a bit complicated.
Okay.
All right? So you're Hakizimana, your prayer time is southwest. So that means you need to face the south and then turn an inch to the right of south.
Okay.
You know how to face south?
The south is where the...
No, don't go there. Look, wake up early any morning.
Yes.
And you'll see the sun, it is in the east, right?
Yeah. Right.
Face the sun and put out your hand like a big cross, like a big T, right?
Yeah.
And wherever your right hand point, that is south.
Okay.
So once you've established south, you turn an inch to the right of that.
Okay.
And that is where you face your guardian angel.
Okay, yes.
Right?
Yes.
Now, they say religiously that you should pray unceasingly. But a person who knows his prayer time don't need to pray unceasingly.
Right, sir.
Right? You have 12 types of people, and each type of person have a 2-hour window for him, for his type.
Okay.
So if you're praying in other people's window, you're wasting time.
Oh, yes.
Astrologically, you're wasting time.
Yeah.
Going to your own window, your own prayer time.
Yeah.
And meditate and talk to the powers that be. Right?
Okay.
You get things done. You see things work.
Right.
I can't tell you how it worked for me because I would sound like I'm boasting. I don't like to sound like I'm boasting.
Yeah, I understand.
But I can tell you, it worked like a dream. Not only for me, for many people.
Right.
People call me on a regular basis, even people who go to church.
Yes.
When they learn their prayer time, to pray at their prayer time.
Yes, sir.
It is amazing.
Yeah, true. That is true.
You understand? I mean, people get things that you don't normally get. You have some things that nobody don't give nobody.
Right, sir.
You can get it just by praying at your prayer time and deserving it.
Yes. Okay.
Okay?
Yes, sir, yeah.
I don't need to try to convince you on that,
No, I understand.
Listen, it works like a dream come true.
Yes.
Right? I know a man who, for years, he's a preacher, and for years he wanted his big brother to come home and share up some land.
Right.
That the old man died and left.
Okay.
The big brother he's the executive for the property. He's the one that needs to share it.
Oh, yeah.
The land is on a hillside. There's a stream of running water at the bottom.
Okay.
On the top is a magnificent view. And in the middle, it's fairly good land, but it's rocky, but it's still okay,
Right.
Now, I think this sister, she wants the piece at the bottom so she can plant her food,
Okay.
He was glad for the piece at the top, but he can't even go there because that's what Big Brother wants, right?
Right.
So he have to sell it for the piece in the middle, but he wanted to come and share it up. He for years and years and years it went on that way until he heard me on the radio talk about prayer time.
Yes.
Yes, he thought it was rather stupid, but he decided to try it. And you know what
Right.
happened? About it wasn't even 7 days after doing it
Okay.
that his brother called him from England and said he just get a strong urge to come home and share up the land.
Yes.
And he couldn't believe because he was trying to get this man to come for years.
Okay.
So the man fly in. When the man fly in, the man said, look, you see the piece at the top?
Yeah.
I think you should go and have that, because guess what? My son will inherit my piece. He may just sell it.
Right.
And seeing that you always love that piece there, go on, man, you take that top piece.
Yes.
And the
Yes.
brethren couldn't believe his ears.
Right.
Remember, his big brother is a man that's supposed to come like 10 years ago and do this,
Right. Okay.
10, no, nearly 15 years, and he don't come.
Right.
And now he's giving him now the piece that he wouldn't even dare ask for, right? And little sister get the piece at the bottom that she love,
Yeah.
right? And the brother take the piece in the middle because he know his son may sell it anyway. His son is British born. He don't care about no land in Jamaica.
Right. Yeah. When they're in the States, them most of them not coming back here.
There you go. But the point is, all that happened just after the man learned to pray at his prayer time.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
All knowledge is useful. Most
Yeah.
people don't want to hear anything about astrology. Most religious believers, but
Yeah, that is true.
it's not Lucifer make the stars, it's Almighty God.
Right.
And
right.
it's 3 astrologers that protect the Christ child from being slaughtered by Herod and his forces, right?
Yeah.
And yet most religious believers don't even know the name of the 3 men who saved the Savior, who saved the world.
Okay. Right.
They don't care. They don't even want to know. The name of those 3 men is Caspar, Melchior, and Belteshazzar. 3 very famous astrologers of that time who did not even know each other at the time. They met there because they study an astrological chart to know that a savior will be born at that time.
Yes. Yes.
And possibly in that region.
Yes. Okay.
And these men in the Bible are not called astrologers, they're called wise men. That means that there's a vast connection between wisdom and knowledge of the stars.
Yes. Okay.
You get it?
Yes. Yes.
So why don't we just wake up
Yes. 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 And do the right thing.
and do the right thing?
Yes. That is
And
true.
then now we have the problem of incompatibility. Most people don't know that they behave like a certain animal. And they don't know that their partner behaves like another certain animal. And they don't know that they're compatible or that they're incompatible. They just pray for the best.
Yes.
And you can pray from the best from now to tomorrow. If you don't know what is the best will come and gone and you don't know. You must know what is the best.
Yes. Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
If you know that your partner is not compatible, then it's easy for you to forgive that person's outburst because you understand we're not compatible, we're going to have problems.
Yes. True. Sir. True.
You're not going to think better of them. You understand.
Yes.
And if you know about compatibility, then you literally choose someone who is compatible, even if she don't look as pretty as the one that you like down the road, that's not compatible.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Right? We need to learn, have the attitude to learn from each other.
Right.
Because right now, we don't want to learn anything from each other because the proud persons in society are so proud
Yes.
that they can't learn anything new.
That is true.
No
jokes.
You remember when nobody don't want to learn nothing from a Rasta man? They say Rasta man like a horse eating greens. Now everybody want to eat greens, right?
Yeah.
Now everybody want to wear locks as a fashion, right? Right?
That is true, sir.
You understand?
Yes.
The Bob Marley movie is now out, and I'm telling you, watch and see how much more tourists can flock to the country because of one little Rasta man.
Right.
Right?
No jokes, sir. It's true, no joke.
Why they don't make him a national hero? That part beat me. Really beat me.
Yeah. It should be,
Because he's more national and more heroic than many.
Yes.
right?
Joe, that is true.
That
You
part
should.
beat me right there.
Yes.
But don't let it beat you.
No,
We
no,
going we will wake up and live. Okay?
yeah,
So my
yeah.
brethren, you take care of yourself.
Yes, sir.
I
I can't.
remember, yeah, man, give me a call anytime. Take it easy.
Yeah, yeah, I do that.
Blessed.
Okay, then.
This is wisdom unveiling on the upper deck. Yes, it is now 2 minutes after 4 o'clock in Jamaica. You're listening to Radio Jamaica. The show is Wisdom Unveiling on the Upper Deck. I'm your host, Majesty. Let's look at dreams. What have you dreamed? What have you dreamt lately? Accident. To dream of an accident denotes the reverse in business. To those in prosperity, poverty. To those in poverty, wealth. Accumulate. To dream that you accumulate wealth denotes heavy losses by fire. Accurate. To dream that you count very accurately is a sure sign that your friends are unfaithful and that they are trying their utmost to ruin your reputation. This can only be avoided by keen judgment on the part of the dreamer. Accused. You ever dream that you've been accused of something? To dream that you are accused of theft is a warning of great difficulties. A person having this kind of dream should change his or her present employment in order to avoid being drawn into a plot. Acid. To dream of acid is a sure sign of drunkenness. It also indicates lawsuits in which you will have a very poor chance to win. To throw acid on anyone denotes envy. Acquaintance. To dream of forming an acquaintance with one in power indicates pleasant undertakings. To form the acquaintance of a stranger denotes popularity. Acquittal. If you dream that someone got acquitted from their case, this is a forewarning of success. The dreamer should not have any fear in transacting any kind of business at present. It also shows a happy and prosperous life with sympathy for those in distress. It also indicates a happy reunion among friends and relatives. Activity. This is a very good dream. It indicates that you will become very familiar with human weakness and frailties, and that you are in favor of uplifting those who are depressed. Address. To dream of addressing one of your friends indicates a pleasant surprise, followed by great happiness. To address a stranger is a warning of reform. Anger. To dream that you are angry denotes that you are surrounded with many dangerous enemies. Angel. To see an angel denotes joy and happiness, followed by wealth throughout the succeeding years of your life. To talk to an angel denotes long life and that you will become a Christian and die a saved person. To dream that you have become an angel denotes a clean life. Ants. To dream of ants denotes money in abundance. To dream that they bite you denotes good business relationship on the following day. Antique. To dream of antique furniture denotes that your secret will be revealed and that you will not suffer any discomfort or shame still. ancestors. To dream of any of your old ancestors denotes that you will receive a letter from a foreign country which will contain good news. To see them and not talk to them denotes grief and anxiety which will not last. Anchor. To see an anchor in your sleep denotes that your hopes will be hampered for a little time. But by skill and effort, you will finally succeed in all of your undertakings. Ammonia. To dream of ammonia denotes that you will receive a declaration of love from your sweetheart. This, my friend, is a very good dream to lovers, as it indicates true love, followed by the union of great happiness, which no man can change. Amusement. To dream that you enjoy yourself denotes pleasure for a short duration of time. To dream of seeing others amusing themselves denotes that you will be cheated out of your rights. Ankle. To dream that you have a swollen ankle denotes grief. To dream that your ankle has grown smaller denotes bad luck on the following day, and that you should not conduct any business for at least 3 days. To see others with swollen ankles is a sign of riches. Annoyance. To dream that you are annoyed is a warning of trouble from those with whom you are now employed. You should not take away what you were accustomed taking. If you do, you will be caught and punished. Ape. To see an ape in your sleep denote that you are being robbed out of your labor. Apartment. To dream of having a well up-to-date furnished apartment denotes sad news. If the apartment is poorly furnished, it denotes an increase of wealth followed by the picture of good health. Apple. To see an apple in your sleep denotes joy and happiness. To see ripe apples denotes health and wealth. Applicant. To dream that you apply for any kind of work denotes that you will succeed in your present undertakings and that you should pursue what you are now contemplating. Apron. This is a very good omen. It denotes that you will enjoy good health. To the sick, it promises immediate health followed by great happiness. Architect. To dream of seeing an architect denotes that you are going to become very active in real estate, from which you will become very prosperous. Armed men or gunmen. To dream that you see armed men, that's men with guns, indicates that you are strong and powerful and that you are not afraid to fight for your rights. Arms. To dream of strong, powerful arms signifies an honorable career. To dream of hairy arms are signs of riches in proportion to the amount of hair on the arms. To see skinny, hairy arms denotes trouble from a friend or relative. This is a dream of watchfulness. Withered or broken arms signify quarrels and probably separation. Army. To see a strong, powerful army denotes success in all business transactions. Attorney. To dream of a lawyer, an attorney, denotes lawsuits in which you will win after a lot of worry and anxiety. Author. To see an author, someone who wrote a book, denotes a profitable investment and a happy and prosperous life. And finally, artist. To see an artist at work, like a person who draws pictures, denotes sudden pleasure to your heart's content. This, my friends, is wisdom unveiling. Wisdom unveiling. Let's return to our phone lines. Greetings. Greetings.
Greetings.
Yeah, how can we help?
Let me turn the radio down.
Pardon?
Let me turn the radio down.
Don't turn it down, turn it off.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, how can we help?
I would like a reading.
What kind? Card reading, name reading? Name it. Which one?
Card.
Well, let's do it. Call any number in a range of 1 to 10.
1.
Come again?
3,
3. Come again.
5,
Come again.
7,
Come again.
9,
Come again.
4,
Come again.
6,
That's it. Okay. Your first card here shows a daughter. How old are you?
68, 67.
You have any
not
daughters?
68 yet. Pardon?
You have any daughters?
4 daughters.
Okay. You have a daughter that is hard to manage?
I'm not really. I think
Do you get along well with all of them?
I get along with them, but there's one who's a bit stubborn like myself.
Right. Now, she is going to end up with a very nice property.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's going to?
She's going to get a nice piece of land, a nice property,
Okay.
Yeah, she's an unusual girl.
Okay.
She may be stubborn, but she's smart. She's smart even if she don't appear that way. You understand?
Yes.
Yeah. There's another card here called preparation. That's a pregnancy card. Anybody pregnant? Any grandchildren?
No, not yet.
You don't have no grandchildren yet?
I have grandchildren, but none of them is pregnant just now.
Well, someone is going to get pregnant soon.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's another card called completion, which means that you're going to live much longer than you thought.
Oh, my.
You will complete your lifespan properly.
Okay.
All right?
Okay, thanks.
Do you eat okra?
Yes, I do, but I haven't eaten any since.
You haven't eaten okra for a long time, right?
No. Yes, I haven't eaten any long.
Like a couple of years?
Well, not so long, like about a year or...
You haven't eaten okra for a long time. I think your body needs something that okra have.
Okay.
So buy some okra, man. Make some soup and put in the okra just before the soup finish so you don't get it too slimy,
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think you like it very slimy.
No. Sometimes it just like crack, crunch.
Right. You need to eat some okras, man. Okay?
Okay.
Cook them in some lentil peas and some coconut milk, man.
Okay.
There's something about it that your body need. Have you been getting any bad feeling in your brain?
No. You mean like thoughts?
No.
Oh, you mean...
Any unstable feeling in your head, in your brain?
Yes, it's true. Yes.
I think okra will help you.
Okay.
Another thing that will help you with your brain is, there's a fruit that once it get ripe, nobody don't eat it. You know that fruit?
When it get ripe, nobody eats
Yeah,
it?
once it get ripe, nobody don't want it.
No.
You don't know that fruit?
No, I don't know it.
Of course you know it, man. If it green, everybody love it. But the minute it get ripe, nobody ever eats it. You don't know that fruit?
I'm trying to think.
No, it's called breadfruit. Breadfruit. You see the breadfruit?
Yes.
The one that get drop off the tree and soft and not even your dog don't want to do near it.
Okay.
Go and take up some of that and eat it. It is wonderful. That is where breadfruit was originally made to eat,
Okay.
But if we never knew how to command fire, would we be roasting breadfruit? No, we'll wait till it ripe and eat it, not true?
Okay.
And it have a lot of nutrients for your brain.
Thank you.
Now, do you talk for very long on phone?
Yes, I do.
Avoid that. it may be having a bad effect on your brain. If you have to talk long on phone, get an earphone and plug it in, okay?
Okay.
Don't put phone to your ears like that. And when you do put phone to your ears, don't put it to your right ear, put it to your left ear.
Okay.
Do you normally put it to your right ear?
That's what I do still, you know. Right now I'm talking to you, I'm having it at my left ear.
Right. Use it on your left ear, but use a ear. There's something going on with your brain that your brain needs help. There's a herb called ginkgo. Ginkgo. You can buy it at any pharmacy or any herbal shop. Get
Ginkgo
ginkgo.
biloba.
Yes, get ginkgo. Use it on a daily basis, right?
Okay.
You don't have to swallow the capsule. You can make some tea, like soursop leaf tea,
Yeah.
and unscrew the capsule and throw out the ginkgo in the tea.
Thank you.
And throw away that plastic. You don't need to be swallowing plastic.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Okay.
There's another card here, and it shows who's your youngest daughter?
My youngest daughter, she's Asakeen.
She's what?
Her name is Asakeen.
Uh-huh. What is she doing now?
She does security.
You see that one?
Yes.
She is going to travel and work overseas doing some other work. She will do well.
Okay.
Yeah. And you, my friend, you need to go and get your eyes tested, okay?
Yes.
Your eyes not bothering you at all?
No.
Go and get them tested.
Okay.
One of them is getting weak. There's another card.
One of them is getting
Weak, a bit weak, you know?
Sometimes I use the herb and squeeze it in my eye.
Which herb? Ganja?
Yeah.
Ganja is good. It's good to stop you from getting glaucoma,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, I squeeze it in there.
That's good.
Yeah.
You could also mix it in very, very young jelly water and wash your eyes.
Okay.
There's a herb here, there's a card here called sorrow. You may hear some bad news. You can't do nothing about that. Somebody may pass away, some old person, right?
Yeah.
There's a card called the hermit, suggesting that even when you're by yourself, you have a kind of a wisdom that stops you from actually being lonely, you know?
Could you repeat that, please?
Even when you're by yourself,
Yes.
you have a wisdom that stops you from actually feeling lonely. You love your own company, put it that way.
True.
Right?
True.
So you're more advanced than people may think.
Thank you.
Warning, do not wear spike heel shoes. If you wear spike heel shoes, you're going to get back problems. A lot of back problems, okay?
Okay.
Do you
and
wear
I love it, you know. That's what I wear most of my
spike
time.
heels, right?
Pardon?
Spike heel shoes?
Yes.
You're setting up yourself for some serious back problems.
Okay.
You need to wear flat shoes most of the time.
It's only, and I tell you, it's only one time really, one day really I use spike heel.
Yeah.
All the rest of the time is flat.
Flat shoes is best for you. Wear spike heels once in a while.
Yes.
There's a card here called change. Change. Do you eat chickens?
Yes.
What, you like buy chicken at the shop and just eat it?
That's the thing. I want the one in the yard.
It's better if you get the yard fowls that eat,
Yes.
that choose what they want to eat.
Yes.
Not chickens that you buy, feed and give them, okay?
Yes. The one in the yard.
If not, you may end up having some problems near your womb, some kind of cysts.
I'm doing what?
If you want to avoid getting a cyst, you know, in
Yes.
the area of your womb,
Yes.
then avoid eating the usual chicken.
Oh, you know, it's yesterday I said to my son I need one of the rooster of the yard one. I cut out. And it's just recently I started eating back the chicken, you know, because I didn't eat it any at all.
Yeah, well, the powers that be knows what you're going through, and the message I'm getting is that you can eat chicken, but eat the right ones. Eat the ones that eat what they want.
Thank you.
The ones that have a cock and enjoy some kind of life, you know?
True, true,
Yeah,
true.
right?
That is the chicken really I desire.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And the average a chicken's supposed to take 16 weeks to grow up. That's the one you need, not the one that only takes 6 weeks. That's a force right fowl.
True,
That don't live no life,
true,
right?
true.
You can imagine living and get murdered and never even get a cock. I mean, come on, man. This is ridiculous, right?
True, true.
And what kind of life that?
None.
And, and then keep a light on in the coop so the chicken
Yes.
don't know that night come. So he eats 24/7. Some of them will drop dead with heart attacks, and those who survive will just get murdered and go on. It is so awful. Why human beings so wicked and them don't know that they're wicked?
Technology. Technology.
Listen, we supposed to have a brain, man. Use your brain. How you can treat a bird or an animal them way there. Regards to the technology, we need to supposed to think, because we are violating the golden rule that says, "Do unto others as we have them do unto you."
True, true.
Just imagine if you were a chicken. So you would like to be treated?
No, no, no.
Won't you
no.
like to have a love life even if it's only for a week?
Of course.
I
of
mean,
course.
come on, man.
I desire that. That's my desire all along.
What's your desire?
To just eat the chicken that is natural, goes about do them business and
There you go. Right?
yeah.
One more thing. You eat dumplings?
Yes.
What kind of dumplings you eat?
If I'm making it, I use it with a cornmeal.
You put cornmeal with the flour, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. I can't reprimand you on that because you have your cornmeal mixed with it. You get enough roughage, so you and your toilet should remain good friends, right?
Yes. Yes.
All right. So you take it easy.
Yes.
You have anything bothering you?
Well, let me ask. I do my exercises in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the one that Gillard does. I'm wondering if it is a tedious exercise or it is okay once I can manage it.
Just do your exercise. Don't strain yourself, but do what you can.
Yeah,
Manage it,
yeah.
Don't do anything that you find unmanageable. You'll strain yourself.
Okay.
Apart from that, you'll be just fine.
Pardon?
And your love life is going to improve. You have a love life?
My husband, I don't even know what to say, but because he's undecided. Someone take him, but them take him under force.
Someone take your husband under force?
Yes.
It is a she?
Yes.
She put a gun to his head?
No, like them little voodoo things.
How you know that?
Well, to be frank with you, I'd have to talk to you. It's she came along and she was my friend, and I used to talk with her and
She find the way
I
to,
introduced her to him.
she find the way to turn him on.
She just come around, and whenever she goes away and come back with something that, and his brain is kind of undecided. If you talk to him about it, him telling you no, him children talking to him about it, but him can't do anything else. She'll give him a car so that him can,
Yeah, but she don't have to work no witchcraft on him. Just give him a car.
Yeah, but she's doing things that just really not right, and she tell him what to do, when to do.
You want to hear the truth? You want to hear the truth about man?
Yes. Let me hear.
Man was designed to have many wives.
Yeah.
Man is polygamous by nature, so a woman don't have to tie a man. Okay?
Yeah.
A man can love you to the bone. He can also love two other women to the bone.
Yeah.
That's the way we are. We're built that way. Is he
Yeah.
a black man?
Yeah.
Good. Where we come from in Africa, the whole continent, there's no place in Africa where a man must have one wife.
Yeah.
Some men have 10 wives, some men have more. So listen carefully.
Yeah.
Stop blaming her. Okay?
Yeah.
He is going to tell you what you need to hear, make it look like she really doing this and that to pull him. No.
He and I is not together.
Well, there you go. But he wanted to go with her. That's why he's gone with her. Don't bother blame her. Right? You are going to find someone that is amazingly good for you.
True.
Okay?
True.
So, but first you have to forgive her. Again, you gotta also forgive him. Leave them alone.
Yes, that's what I did. I want to tell you the honest truth. Last night I lay in my bed, and a voice come to me and said, "I seen where you're walking away now. Walk away and let that be."
Yes. Right?
Yes.
What you remember what year he was born?
Yes.
What year he's born?
He's 64.
1964. What
Yes.
month?
May.
Okay, so he's born the year of the dragon. He's an Ehio's man. When is your birthday?
His birthday?
Yours?
The 29th.
29 shows doubts, deceit, and double cross by others, and it warns against evil friends. So it is the prophecy that your friend will take your man because you're born the 29th, okay?
Go again?
You're born the 29th?
Yes.
It means doubts, deceit, and double cross by others, and it warns against evil friends. So it is something that would naturally manifest that your friend will take your man.
Wow.
Because you're born on the 29th. That is your test.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
And don't feel away. It may well be that you took away her man last time. So you came on the number 29 rule because she's supposed to take your man this time. Right? No, that's how it happened. Don't bother get vexed. Listen.
Yes.
What year were you born?
I was born 56.
56?
Yes.
Yeah, but you are actually compatible with him, you know. Right?
Yes.
And maybe she's compatible with him too. But if she's not, then he will certainly get a beating and can't run back to you because by the time he come back to you, you then find somebody who, you decide to move on and he in trouble.
That's it.
So he may get such a beating if they're not compatible. Because if they're not compatible, he's going to feel it sooner or later.
Because I see where I'm trying to drag back at me. I see where he's coming at me.
He's not coming at you, he's coming to you. But he's behaving like he don't want you.
Yes, you know.
Yeah, but a man is designed to want you and want her too, you know.
Yes.
That's our design. Listen.
Yeah.
To every man on earth, in every country, in every town, there's at least 4 women, okay?
Yes.
You get it?
Yeah, and what my point is to know that she's my friend, and I mean years worth. We eat, sleep, drink together.
You mean her?
Yes.
It hurts, you know.
Before I knew.
Yeah, but maybe 100 or 200 years ago, you took away her husband. You don't know. Okay?
Okay.
It's what goes around that comes around. There's no such thing as an absolutely innocent victim, even though they're innocent victims. So you can be an innocent victim, but you wouldn't be absolutely innocent. Okay. Whatever happens to us is what we did to someone.
Okay.
You're just paying your debt of karma. You're born on the 29th day, which means it is one of the things that you have to go through.
Okay.
So if it wasn't her take away your man, it would be the other girl or some other girl or the girl next door.
Okay.
It had to be someone who is friendly with you because it warns against evil friends.
Okay.
Or friends who will do you wrong. Okay? And if a man is so light like paper, so simple that a woman can thief him, why would you want a man like that somebody can thief? Right?
True. I said it over and over.
Listen. A man who have more than one woman is not a happy man, you know.
Is it?
Having more than one woman does not make a man happy. It does not. It can make a man very miserable because the women will tear him left to right. Because each woman want him for themselves. They're going to be like an ant's nest in his life. Right?
Yes.
So it's not as simple for him as you may think. But you will meet the one, the right one, the best, the better one.
True.
And you will be the last. She who got the last laugh get the joke, right?
True.
So just cool. So you take care.
Thanks much.
Bless it.
Thanks
Go and get your eyes tested, okay?
Okay, I will. Even though I'm going to do what I'm doing, I still to go and get it.
Yes,
tested.
go and get tested and see what's going on.
Okay, thank you.
And
very
keep
much.
doing what you're doing with the ganja thing, but still get it tested and hear what the doctor have to say.
True, thank
Because
you.
once that come up in your reading, it is significant. It couldn't come up if it was not significant.
True.
Okay?
True. Thank you so
So
much.
you take it easy and remember, you're not forgotten by the powers that be.
Yes.
You are an angel, just like everyone else, come to be tested.
Yes.
And your husband and this girl is part of the test.
Yes.
Technically, nothing really wrong with nothing. It's how we look at it that makes everything wrong. And that
Yeah.
blows our minds. Okay?
True. Thank you. Another thing, my little granddaughter
Yes.
is very equipped in the brain and the mind and so, but she talks a lot at school, and because of that, when she get her test, she kind of slippy in on some of them by forgetting what to do.
How old is she?
She's 7.
Don't worry about it. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Just give her a lot of love. All right? She will be sorted out naturally
Yeah.
through that process of time and maturity. Okay?
Okay.
She's a brilliant girl. That's why she have lots to say, because she's brilliant.
Okay.
I had the same issue at school and I turned out quite okay.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you much.
So take it easy now.
All the best.
Blessed. Life is not about finding the right person, but creating the right relationship. It's not how we care in the beginning, but how much we care till the very end. Some people always throw stones in your path. It depends on what you make with them, a wall or a bridge. Remember, you are the architect of your life. Search for a good heart, but don't search for a beautiful face. Because beautiful things are not always good, but good things are always beautiful. It's not important to hold all the good cards in life, but it's important how well you play with the cards you hold. Often, when we lose all hope and think this is the end, remember God and pray. It's just a bend, not the end. Have faith and have a successful life. One of the basic differences between God and humans is God gives and forgives, but the human gets and forgets. Be thankful in life. Be thankful for your life. This is Wisdom Unveiling on the Upper Deck. Coming up at 5 o'clock, we have The Sunny Side Up with Derek Wilkes and Paula Ann Porter. Remember, don't miss The Sunny Side Up at 5. Brothers and sisters, it has been a pleasure, a gift, a blessing to be here with you. Give thanks to Radio Jamaica, who made this possible. Give thanks to Almighty God and, of course, Mother Nature, who give us breath of life and feed us daily. Give thanks to all our listeners, all our callers, and give thanks. I'd like to pay my respects to Greg and Sonia Smith from Kingstown, St. Vincent, Sandy Stewart from Christchurch, Barbados, Susan Brown in Roseau, Dominica, Bath Estate to be exact, Polly Takura of Las Vegas, Sonja Suellen of Conway, Castries, St. Lucia, and Roosevelt Howell of Montego Bay, Jamaica. To all of you, I pray you'll have a wonderful week. And by extension, all our guests, all our listeners, all our callers, and even all our critics. We thank you. We bless you. Remember, it is nice to be nice. My phone number for those of you who want to get private readings, and a private reading is a much longer reading because, it's a proper reading. You can call me at 876 844 2295. That is 876 844 2295. Check out my YouTube channel. Type the words King Majesty, Majesty, on YouTube, and subscribe to our channel. Until then, thank you. Walk good. And again, I say, it is nice to be nice.